I'm sick and tired of it. They banned my post to Elon Musk weekend. You know that? I called out Elon Musk. You know he did. I've done 2 videos about the whole of this. This guy, you guys need to publicise it. Right? I'll be honest with you guys. It's called Kazarian the God Eaters, Part 1, Part 2 by Guy Swindon. It will tell you everything that's happened over 2,000 years to now. Yeah, that's what you need to publicise. They need to get out. Because once people know that is, you know what I mean? He took them, he wouldn't have restricted my post. And I'm trying to send him to someone. You've got answers. Yes, the Israel thing is corrupt. You know that, don't you? 15% of Israel.
So, good afternoon all. My name is Wendell Daniel, and welcome to Street Mike, and we're coming to you live and direct from outside number 10 Downing Street, where an emergency protest, let me get my wires out the way, where an emergency protest has been arranged as a direct result of Tommy Robinson being arrested on alleged terrorism charges. So, as you know, an event took place just down Trafalgar Square yesterday where about 100,000 people were in attendance, and during that protest, Tommy Robinson, or during that event, Tommy Robinson released a documentary film, and after that film he said it was likely he would be arrested and it was likely that he would be put in prison as a direct result of what he disclosed yesterday. But what was really shocking today is that what we discovered about 90 minutes ago was that Tommy Robinson has been arrested on alleged terrorism charges. So Tommy has been arrested on terrorism charges, and at 4 p.m. an emergency protest has been arranged for down here at outside of Downing Street. And I was, at the time when I found out, I was actually down at Speaker's Corner, and it's the first time that I've cut a transmission. So I don't know this gentleman. So look in the camera, sir. What's your name? Mohammed?
Yes.
So why are you here? Have you heard that Tommy Robinson has been arrested on terrorism charges?
I don't have any idea for that.
You don't have any idea on there, so it's no use me talking to you. So I want to talk specifically, excuse me sir, I want to talk specifically about Tommy Robinson. So,
of course.
So have you been made aware that Tommy Robinson has been arrested on terrorism charges after...
I have been aware. I've been aware of that.
So why was it important for you, sir, to be down here today outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street about 30, 40, 50 minutes before Tommy Robinson's supporters will be turning up at the last minute?
Well, it's important for me because I follow Tommy Robinson everywhere. I've been to Telford, I've been on the previous march yesterday and the march on June the 1st. It was completely peaceful. He spoke the truth. No one was aggressive. No one was violent towards anyone. And it's wrong that he's been arrested because he's done nothing wrong.
And why do you think, sir, if you come round, why do you think that the authorities are scared of Tommy Robinson? What is it about what he says that scares people?
Because Tommy Robinson, he speaks the truth. Everything that he says is important to the British people, and it's going on, and he has a massive following. As you saw yesterday, there was I don't even know how many thousands, but thousands of people turned up yesterday to follow him and hear what he had to say, because everything he spoke was truthful, and he wants change in our country. He wants reform.
Yeah. And tell me something, you was there yesterday. You also said you were at the two-tier policing event on the 1st of June, yeah?
I was, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
How come you're so engaged at 15?
Because it's my generation eventually that's going to suffer because of all these problems, like mass immigration, the tax, I won't be able to get a house, or, might even struggle to get a job.
And just imagine Tommy will be looking at you. Just imagine he's going to be watching this eventually. What do you have to say to Tommy Robinson to keep his spirits going?
Tommy, you are my hero, and I want you to keep up these events and these protests, you know, to show the world and the country what you are doing, and what you are doing is absolutely right.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much, sir. Glad to see you. Big up. My name is Wendell Daniel from Street Night Livestream. Did you see me at Tommy's event?
I saw you yesterday and on June the 1st.
And did you see me on the stage?
I saw you on the stage, and I've got a photo of him.
Excellent stuff. Thanks a lot.
God bless.
So, no problem. So, sir, if you step in front of me, I was at Speaker's Corner with you not long ago, and we discovered, I also spoke to you and a lovely young lady yesterday. Excuse me, come forward, come forward, come forward. Today is very important, just like yesterday. It's a historical day. When I saw you with Tommy Robinson yesterday, you said you were going to come. So hold on, give me the flag, put the flag around them. You said, you were coming specifically and you were going to stay in London because you wanted to be at Speaker's Corner, but you're now here.
Yeah, I would have stayed at Speaker's Corner, but when I realised what has happened with Tommy, my main thing is to come to see Tommy, mate. I'll come all the way down here for Tommy. I ain't going home until I find out what's going on.
So what does Tommy Robinson mean to you?
It's what it means to all of us, really, and the country, you know. He's a motivational speaker, and everything that he says is gospel, really. I mean, if you fact-check most of the things he says, it's all proof, it's all proven.
You don't tell no lies, does he?
But why do you think the authorities, why do you think the government, why do you think the judiciary are scared of what Tommy has to say?
We had to see, they saw the power yesterday with the people that showed up, people for support. You know, all we want is our country back. Simple as. We don't want nothing else.
Yeah, and as you come forward, my dear, don't be scared of me. You know, I don't bite. So now you are here. How does it feel to be in the spotlight? And there's going to be a protest planned for Tommy, 4 p.m. Last minute. Might not be a lot of people here because it's the last minute. Yeah. But, you know, you saw Tommy yesterday. He spoke about the documentary film. He spoke about the court order. He spoke about the likelihood of him being arrested. And now he has.
I don't even know why. I mean, you know, he's only speaking what everyone's afraid not to say.
But I think what happened was that the court ordered him not to show the film. Once you show the film, it's contempt of court. But instead of him being charged with contempt, he's been charged with terrorism. So specifically, what is the details of the indictment supporting the charge under the Terrorism Act?
Yeah, when I woke up this morning, it's in Terrorism Act. I mean, it took me by surprise, but, you know, we need to know what's going on with this Terrorism Act and why is it classed as a Terrorism Act. I mean, all it was a simple little rally. You know, we didn't go around shouting for jihad. We didn't shout for jihad.
Yeah. I've no doubt that we will find out more details because it's highly likely that tomorrow Tommy will appear in court. Probably tomorrow, but he was due in court tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, I knew that. We already knew that, but we didn't know he was going to be going to court with an extra couple of charges under his belt.
Yeah, possibly, but let's wait and see. But all I can say, sir, is thank you very much. Yeah. You can film me, I've got no problem. So, thank you very much. It is going to be a great event, whatever that means.
We'll be
so, excellent. Thanks a lot. Big up, big up, big up. Thanks a lot. So we're now outside of Downing Street. We got some other live streamers who don't like to be mentioned. but if you stand there. So, sir, I'm not going to disclose who you are, but on discovery that Tommy had been arrested on terrorism charges, what was your assessment? What do you think?
How ridiculous. Whatever you think of Tommy Robinson, he's not a terrorist. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But I know you don't like being shown because you're not very well known, But did you attend yesterday? Because I didn't see you.
I wasn't round and about, I wasn't.
Like you normally are?
Yeah, I was in and out,
Excellent stuff. And what was your assessment on the turnout, the people, the mixture, everything that happened yesterday?
Patriotic.
but I cannot disclose who this person is behind me. He hasn't got many followers, but it's in excess of 1 million. But he don't like being shown. So all I can say is big up. So just to let you know what is going on at the moment, yeah, and we're waiting for some, it won't be a second, we're just waiting for some more information about what's going on. We're waiting for some of Tommy's inner circle to arrive. So we are outside of number 10 Downing Street, and as you know, I'm not silent. I've got a big mouth. But
so, Wendell, do you know this tall fella with a moustache? He was there yesterday. He's got like a GoPro on his phone and he's like recording it. He was on stage with Tommy as well.
No. What, yesterday or day before, or the first?
He was on the 1st of June. He was on the stage.
Yeah, his name is William. If you're watching, big up Wilsey.
Do you know his YouTube? Because I did an interview with him.
I forgot his name. Oh, what's Wilsey's? Resistance GB.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Oh, do you want to have a laugh? Hold on. My phone's going to conk out in a minute. Oh, Will, some 15-year-old outside of Downing Street wants to say hello to you. He's just done a following of you. Hold on. That's Willsy. Say hello.
Hello, Will. All right. Hello. You recorded me yesterday, a big interview.
There are 3 plates in the world. The white coat.
Yes. Did you put it on YouTube?
Here, their boss.
Ego-driven.
All right.
Trust me, I know my history. Yeah? And all of us bow down to these people.
I don't. Oi, Wills, have you heard what's going on at the moment? Oi, why aren't you down here, man? You're stuffing your face with food. Oi, someone else is here, but he doesn't like being identified. Say hello to him. So we're just waiting for Tommy's... William's there. He's there. Huh? Hello? Hello? No. He was just saying hello to you. On the phone. But listen, I'm outside of Downing Street. Not many at the moment, because this is all the last minute thing, isn't it? Yeah, Arden, man. Bye.
Young man.
I'm not young, you know, I'm 60.
I'm 57, you're still looking young. You're looking better than me.
They say black don't crack, man. Black don't crack.
Oh, you can't say that in the country.
I can say whatever I want, mate. I can say what I want and no one can stop me. I was at Speaker's Corner earlier on, they said, you can't say nigger, you can't say that. Oh. You can call me what you want, I don't care. I'm not going to be shocked.
Can you do me a favour, young man?
I'm live, don't forget.
That's right. These need publicising. Elon Musk took my tweets down. No, he took them. Do you see these?
No, but I don't. That's advertising. You have to. I charge 170.
No, it's not me. It's a video.
I charge 175 quid an hour, and everyone can hear.
Okay. But I've been publicising these two, and they're trying to take them down, and it tells us the whole story. All I'm trying to do is get the whole story out.
Big up. All the rebels are out today. Go round there, man. Come round, let's chat. And you.
Come on, Sydney. Come on. You're in as well.
So all the rebels are out today in support of Temi. So sir, if you come forward. And there's this young lady. You still got it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just in case.
Look at that. She's got her pass. But my pass was different. It said all areas. Big up. So hold on, let me put on my headphones so I can hear.
Yeah.
So what was your, when you heard what had happened with Tommy, what did you have to say?
I was shocked, absolutely shocked, mate. I rung up some of my friends and I was like, hey, can you sort out a hotel for me for the night? So Vox Populus on Twitter were very fortunate enough to pay for a hotel room for me and her and a train as well. And yeah, we came down instantly as soon as we heard we're going to be covering it today. Mate, this is we're independent journalists as well. You're an independent journalist. You know how scary the future for independent journalism is in Britain right now. This man released a documentary that proves his innocence, and he's going to be sent to prison for 2 years for it. Where's the fairness? Where's the right to due process? He's never been tried by a jury, never been convicted by a jury. He's only ever been convicted by a judge who's acting as the judge, jury, and executioner. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
But what is your assessment? Let's talk about. I've done law. They talk about the word foreseeability, or vision. Yeah. Yesterday, Tommy clearly spoke about the fact that he's likely to be arrested as a direct result of releasing a documentary film, and he's likely to go to prison. And within 24 hours, it's happened.
Do you want to take this?
I think Tommy, well, maybe it's a bit of a stretch of a word, but sacrificed himself for the movement. I think that, he must have known something was going to go on Monday. He sort of said basically a big fuck you to the government and said, look, I'm putting you on trial. The whole world is going to see this documentary and show that I've shown the world the truth. And they've silenced him once again, which everyone knew what was going to happen.
There was literally a video a while ago where Tommy said, I could go to prison and it would benefit the movement, but I don't know whether I'm at that point yet where I want to do that. But I think recently he's just decided, you know what, I can't let them win. I can't let them win. I'm going to go to prison either way. My defence isn't going to work. So because I'm going to go to prison either way, I'm just going to show the documentary in front of tens of thousands of people in London and hundreds of thousands online. And he's done a brilliant job. He's given it all up for us. Yeah.
Can I be honest? I normally live stream, but yesterday I decided not to. I want to because I'm a photographer as well.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was photographing the entire event. Yeah. When Tommy spoke about the documentary film, his children, his wife, I was up close with a lens and I can see the effect it was having. And you can see the way Tommy was looking at his children. Something was about to happen. And in my opinion, he's warned them. It is highly likely, because Tommy doesn't bring his family to these things, because potentially, but you said about sacrificing. I'm of the opinion he sacrificed himself for the bigger cause.
I think so. I think he would sacrifice himself to make a statement against the government. And
unfortunately, you have got to sacrifice. You have got to make a few sacrifices to win. And he would have definitely, before doing this, he would have sat down with his wife and children and discussed it. He's talked extensively in his book about how this has affected him and his family, and he understands the risks of what he's doing, but he knows what he's doing is right. And so, you've got a bunch of people online saying, "Oh, he's a grifter. This was all planned." Of course, it needs to be planned, because him going to prison is going to be the best thing for this movement. And what he's doing is he's sacrificing his potentially his family, so that this movement can build up into an actual movement and we can make a change.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
And did you get some great footage yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I got some really good footage. I was live streaming. I got some slow-mos as well. Obviously I get home, tomorrow? What is it, Monday?
Yeah.
So I'll hopefully edit it all into a video.
So can I ask you a question? You don't have to. Are you two a couple?
Yeah.
So being a couple, being in the same business, is that good, or can it be you always talk about work?
It's better. Like, one of my friends he's just broken up with his girlfriend, because his girlfriend doesn't believe that he's providing enough, And it's all, now when you're in this movement, you don't make any money. That's something we know.
It's a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice, exactly. But when you're dating someone who's also in the movement, they understand a lot more. They understand the sacrifices you make to fight for your future children. So that's what we're doing. We're fighting for our future children. We're fighting for our country, our future children, our families, our brothers, our sisters, our parents. And I think when you're together, you understand those sacrifices a lot more, and so you're not fighting with each other constantly. And I think we bounce off each other a lot, don't we?
It's a lot less strain. Like you said, we understand each other. We understand that, you can't be 24 hours a week with each other, because you have to dedicate your life to this movement.
Yeah. I hear you, but thanks a lot. I've no doubt it's going to be interesting today. But from yesterday, history is unfolding.
Yeah, 100%.
Right in front of us. But I was live streaming at Speaker's Corner like I do on a Sunday. I didn't want to live stream yesterday. But as soon as I got the call, bang, 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 packed up, get in a taxi, I'm here. So I'm lucky I was nearby.
I was just wondering, are you free for an interview in a bit?
Because I'm live, that's the problem. You can interview me, but I'm live.
It wouldn't matter. We'll talk about it in a bit. I'd love to interview you.
Yeah, no problem.
What you mentioned about Tommy and his kids is really...
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, so my name is Wendell Daniel and welcome to Street Night, and we're coming to you live and direct. Live and direct. From outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street, where a protest is being planned for Tommy Robinson at 4 o'clock. I don't know how many people are going to be here, but what is important is that the message has gone out about an hour ago, so there might only be 50, 100 people here. Don't expect tens of thousands like yesterday. It's a last minute thing, but people will be here. Sir, you was at Speaker's Corner with me, and I told you what had happened. Why did you decide to come outside of Downing Street?
Well, we witnessed yesterday a wonderful event where we had thousands of people turning up because we love our country and we love the things that is happening with people who love their country. And we saw Tommy there standing for the things that are our heritage, and we are so pleased to have known Tommy. I mean, I was one of those people at the beginning that thought Tommy was what they said, a violent thug.
Me too.
Until I found out the truth. And so I'm here today, sir, for the truth. I'm here because I believe that Tommy is revealing something that some people at the top do not want to be revealed.
You was there yesterday with me.
Yeah.
Do you believe, just like what I believe, Tommy sacrificed himself?
Yes.
That is what the young lady has just said.
Yes, he did.
Did Tommy, yes or no, sacrifice himself?
Yes, he knew what was coming. And guess what? If God knew what was coming and he still sacrificed himself, because there is a resurrection and we are winning this fight. And that's the reason why they are afraid of Tommy. They'll seal the tomb, but guess what? He's going to come out again. And don't worry, we're going to stand with Tommy to the end.
Yeah, but why are they shitting their backside? Why are they using so much Andrex? Why are they using the wipes on their bottoms? Why, sir? Come forward, come. Why are they so scared? Step back there. You're patriots. Stand there with a flag. Stand there with a flag. Share the flag.
They're only afraid of something that threatens their system. They're only afraid because something is going down, something is going to fall down, and they're afraid of that. And Tommy you might say, he's a stimulus that is arising the people that we're going to stand and call them out for their BS.
Big up. So if this is the first time you're watching Street Night, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give me the thumbs up. Share this with your family and friends, because the reason we are out here today, an emergency meeting has been called as a direct result of Tommy Robinson being arrested on terrorism charges. And yesterday, many of you would have seen, or maybe not, I was actually Tommy's photographer yesterday. I was on the stage. I was photographing the entire event yesterday instead of live streaming. But I was at Speaker's Corner chatting with Bob. And Bob was talking, Bob, he was doing his thing. And I interrupted him and I said, I've got an announcement to make, Bob, that Tommy has been arrested. But any of you who saw what happened down at Trafalgar Square, just to my left, will know that he released a documentary film yesterday, and he predicted that he would be arrested, and he said it is likely that Tommy Robinson is going to prison, but his supporters are coming out today to show solidarity towards Tommy. I'm here, man. Some of my brothers have already cussed my backside for here standing shoulder to shoulder with Tommy Robinson. But I've got no problem in saying I used to believe that Tommy Robinson was a right-wing racist. I did. But I changed my mind when I did my own research, and I've had the opportunity to get to know certain things which I'm not going to reveal, but I do not believe Tommy Robinson is no right-wing racist. Tommy is a patriot. He loves his country, and he sacrificed himself for the movement. The movement, and it's starting. It's starting. Be brave. Tommy is brave.
Tommy is brave.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Nicola.
So, Nicola, why did you decide to come down here today?
We came down yesterday to be at the rally.
Oh, so you was at the rally?
The rally,
right.
Not the protest.
The rally.
Not any right-wing protest like being put out. We were just here to support Tommy in the good work he's doing against the powers that be.
And when you heard this morning or this afternoon that Tommy Robinson had been arrested on terrorism charges, what did you think?
Not surprised. Not surprised one bit. Because he proved yesterday, he got all the proof for tomorrow when he was supposed to show up. He proved them wrong. He proved he didn't do anything wrong, and they don't like it.
But I thought, based on what Tommy said, he would have been arrested for contempt. And contempt basically is when the court says you must do this, and you now do it. But they haven't done that. No. They've done terrorism. So I want to know on the indictment. Sorry, I'm talking legal thing now, I'm making chat,
Bit over my head, but...
Yeah. But the charge must say you did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, contrary to this. We want to know what the ABC...
They want him off the streets. They don't want him... This movement is getting bigger and bigger every day, every week. More people are waking up to the truth, and they don't like the truth.
Yeah. Why do you think this movement is getting bigger? Is it because that Tommy Robinson, from what I've seen from his EDL days to now, is he maturing? Is he learning?
He has matured, he's grown up, and he's turned into a fine gentleman, that's all I can say.
And when you see the way Tommy has been persecuted, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel angry. It upsets me. This is my country. He's a British man trying to get out there. The British way, we need to keep our British ways.
Yeah. And you know something? I knew something was happening. I'll tell you why. Two things, I was on the stage with Tommy yesterday, photographing everything. That's what I do. But I'm also a crap live streamer. And when Tommy spoke about his children were there, his wife were there, and the effect and everything, you knew something was going to happen. Today, when I was at Speaker's Corner, this is the key to me. I saw someone. I know people that Scotland Yard are now listening to this.
Of course they are.
I saw someone. I only ever see this person when big things are going on. When I see this person, I waved at them. When I was going to the toilet, within 2 minutes, they're gone. And then I heard about when you do this kind of stuff every day, you see people around you. You see something that, hold on, especially when you come early. When, say, a protest starts at 2 o'clock, I'll get here 8, 9 o'clock.
We were there up at 10 yesterday.
I was there 8:30. You see things, you learn. You see the same people. It's like, oh! Anyway, moving on. But Tommy will now have to appear in court. We don't know when. I'm expecting it's going to be tomorrow.
We don't even know where he is. They haven't even had the decency to tell us where he is.
No. They won't tell you, but I've no doubt Tommy's family will be made aware of where he is. But also, when you get arrested on certain charges, you go to certain police stations. You go to certain
Yeah.
Remand sentence.
Yeah.
So,
well, there's a certain police station that they use for terrorism acts, isn't there?
Yeah, excellent stuff. So, thank you very much. Do you want to go on? Thank you very much, ma'am.
Waiting for Paul, matey.
So, sir, pleased to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Danny.
Danny. So, if you look in the camera, you know Tommy well, yeah?
I've met him a few times, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a good friend of Paul Falk.
I didn't.
Was there yesterday. I was with him all day.
Yeah. So, what is your assessment of what's happened so far?
It's an absolute political arrest, isn't it? It's not for any other reason. He's how the hell can they have 45,000 people on the terror watch list here, and they nick him on terrorism charges? It's laughable, isn't it? It's laughable.
I must admit, one has to laugh, but it's a serious matter. What is the detail on the indictment?
Well, nobody knows, does they?
But we will find out.
14 days with no questions asked. That can then be extended, so I understand. And they wanted to get him for his court case on the 29th, which is tomorrow. They've now got him in custody, so they can frog march him there himself, can't they?
Yeah. And the thing about it, like I've already said twice, you'll be the third time, yeah. When Tommy was on the stage yesterday, he told people what was going to happen. He he can see what was going to happen. In releasing the documentary film, has he not sacrificed himself for the movement?
It wasn't a new film, was it? It'd been seen before. So what has he done wrong, yesterday on stage that he hasn't done wrong before? So at the end of the day, they're just making a statement. This is another step towards a totalitarian state, isn't it? And that's exactly where we're going at the moment. We're all going to lose our freedom of speech, freedom of rights, freedom of movement, and that's exactly what they want.
And on the 1st of June, just up the road there, he released Tier 2 policing.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, absolutely. Look, right, we're here. Whether we're going to be able to make any difference, there's a lot more people coming, so I understand.
Yeah. It's a last-minute thing. I don't expect tens of thousands. Yeah. Probably 100 or so.
I think a few more than that. We was on Paul's channel earlier. We had almost 100,000 views on a 1-hour video with Lawrence Fox. And Paul's on his way here now, so should be here any time.
And it's going to be. I'm looking forward to people turning up in support of Tommy Robinson. But if you know me, I'm not a silent recorder. I've got a big mouth. I like to chat shit. But I'm going to drag everyone and interview them.
Good on you. Good on you, mate.
Thanks a lot. Come, don't be scared, man. See this young lady here. Thanks a lot, yeah. See this come. I can see you want to talk, man. Are you scared? Now, if you stand there, I won't show your face. I'll just do it with a microphone like this. I'm talking about Tommy Robinson. Huh? So, good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Dr. Saf Buxey.
Who?
Dr. Saf Buxey.
I've never heard of you.
Have you not?
No, man.
Google me, bruv. Google me.
Yeah. I'm Street Mike. No one knows me, but Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson's been arrested on terrorism charges. Yeah. And only yesterday, just down the road there at Trafalgar Square, he released the film, and there was 100,000 patriots. We may have to move in a minute. It looks like they might be opening up the door. Yeah, so there was about 100,000 patriots. What's your assessment of what's happened today and also yesterday?
Yeah, look, a friend of mine came to the... was it a protest? Was it a march?
No, it's a march. I call it, but it's a march.
Yeah, a friend of mine came there and she said it was very peaceful.
Yeah.
There was nothing going wrong. There's a lot of different cultures there as well.
Yeah, go.
They were talking about illegal immigration, about getting rid of the people who are taking the mick in this country, which I'm for as well. Right? Obviously, we're as a South Asian British-born person, we always think
a Cockney.
Well, I'm from East London. How do you know that? No, we're believed it's a racist thing, right? But obviously, who's coming?
That's Derek. Shut up, Derek. I spoke to him already. Derek, come and shut up.
Yo, Derek.
Come, Derek.
You're a gooner, aren't you?
No, can't stand football. I'll come back to you. Derek, come. Talk to Street Mike. Come. Excuse me, I get priority.
We want Tommy out. We want Tommy out.
Big up.
We
We want Tommy out! Put that on you. So for all of you who are watching, the man in front of me, his name is Derek. When I was at Speaker's Corner earlier on, it was him who rang me to inform me of what was going on. So when you called me, where were you?
Well, first of all at home, but when you got back to you, I was on the train.
Oh, all right then. So when you discovered that Tommy had been arrested, not for what we thought he would have, but on terrorism, what's your feeling?
Well, it is a political arrest, and he is a political prisoner today in this supposedly the mother of democracy. We've got political prisoners, and they should not be locked up. And he helps them. Look, he puts the laws out. He tells his Serbian people to go and arrest him.
But tell me something, we've now got Sakir Stammer, the former director of public prosecutions.
Yeah, who let
Prime Minister.
Jimmy Savile go.
Talk to him, look at the
said
camera.
there is nothing to answer for Jimmy Savile. That tells you what we have in this country.
But tell me something, Derek. Tell me about what Tommy means to you.
He's helping trying to stop the rape of little children. And if anybody's not going to try and stop the raping of little children, they are evil, dynamic people, and they should be sent to hell.
But why do you believe, Derek, the people, the system, is so scared of Tommy? Because Tommy, when I see him...
Because he tells the truth.
Correct.
Because he tells the truth. And the establishment are scared of the truth. Look at them with their machine guns there. For a little rally like us. Look at them all stood there with their machine guns, trying to intimidate us. And we stand for the truth. We stand with God behind us.
Well, no, you said that we stand with God behind us. If God was here today, what do you think he would be saying about Tommy's arrest?
Forgive them, Father, they know not what they're doing.
Yeah, but Derek, if this was the religion of peace, mate, they'd be encouraging it.
Yeah.
Video this guy talks.
Yeah. No, I'll do it private, yeah?
No, I want it.
Oh, you want it private?
Hang on, Richard.
Yeah. But, hold on, just start
There
again.
are a lot of people coming, so we understand. We're concerned about road safety, so we're very happy for you to have the protest. What we would prefer is for you to have at the other side of the road, you've got a bit of shade from the tree so people don't get sunburned, and you're within good view of where you want to protest against. Help us out massively and keep the traffic flowing.
If we start here, right, so we can get some filming in front of Downing Street, right, and then if the crowds get so big, we'll move across the road. Is that fair enough?
I understand what you're saying. But as people are coming, they will naturally gravitate towards you.
Yeah, and then if that happens, we want to stay here for now, yeah?
Let me make a suggestion.
No, I'm saying we're going to stay here for now, yeah? Is that okay?
Right.
We've got a right to peaceful protest. This is a static demonstration. It's a static demonstration, right? We want to keep everyone calm, right? If you try and impose conditions on us, you're going to have a bit of a problem, right? So I'm going to keep everyone calm, right? We're going to make a few speeches. Bring the banner up here, guys. Bring the banner up here. Bring the banner up here. We're just going to get the banner across the front.
I'm absolutely not going to impose any conditions at this point.
Right, bring the banner over here, guys.
What I'm suggesting...
Give me 2 minutes when I get the banner up here. Yeah, just bear with me, mate. Bear with me. We're doing it now. Yeah.
Encourage the rest of the crowd.
We'll do a speech and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay. Right.
So for all of you are watching, the cavalry is now arriving, and in a few moments I'm going to be doing an interview.
Okay.
So we're first of all.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So.
We'll let them sing this one.
Yeah, so if you look into the camera, Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So, earlier on, Tommy was arrested, not for contempt, but on terrorism charges.
Exactly.
What's that all about?
We think what they're doing is they're trying to hold him, and then drag him into court. This is what I think they're going to try and hold him, drag him into court on Monday and send him to prison for 2 years. Now, there could be something even more sinister going on. What this is not to do with these local police officers, by the way. This is to do with the deep state. This is what we're fighting against. We're fighting against powers and principality. Very, very deep and dark forces here. So this is the security services. This is coming straight from Downing Street. This is coming from Yvette Cooper. That's where this is coming from. It's not coming from the local plod. It's coming from very, very high up. Yesterday was a fantastic success. They tried to sabotage our demonstration yesterday, our event yesterday. They had a guy walk past it with a Palestinian flag. All the stewards and the security calmed everything down. None of that got covered on the mainstream media. All that the mainstream media covered was a man running up the road holding a Palestinian flag. He was breaking his police conditions. Was he arrested? No, he wasn't. Exactly. Have they arrested Tommy for doing a demonstration to unite the kingdom? Yes, they have. Is that wrong? Do we want Tommy out? Are we going to stay here until we get Tommy out?
Tell me something. People are saying that Tommy has sacrificed his freedom for the movement. Do you believe that's the case?
No, I believe Tommy has sacrificed his freedom for the whole country, not just for the movement. He has sacrificed his freedom for every single person standing here. That's what Tommy has done time and time again. And I stood in Speaker's Corner in 2018.
Remember it?
Yeah. And Tommy Robinson had been arrested exactly the same circumstances. He'd done a fantastic, peaceful demonstration. Tommy's about uniting the kingdom, not dividing it. We're about uniting the kingdom and not dividing it. We're not here for violence or aggression. We're here to promote a peaceful, loving, kind, united kingdom where everyone stands together. And those scum in Downing Street, they play the identity politics game. They want to divide us between black and white, between Muslim and Christian. We're not going to play their game. We're going to stand as one because the left and the Islamists and the globalists are the problem, not us.
What is your assessment of how well that event was yesterday? It was patriotic. What's your assessment?
Yesterday's event was the most successful event we've done, and that's why Tommy Robinson has been arrested and interned by the deep state in there. What we've got coming on this country is a Stasi regime from Stasi Starmer and his Starmer troopers, and we must resist it.
Have we heard anything about the specifics of the indictment or the charge against Tommy or where he's been held?
There's nothing. We haven't heard anything. All we've heard is he's been arrested for terrorism charges. Now, I want everyone to... And this is why it's really important. This is why it's really important that we keep this peaceful, right?
So now the big boys, the bully boys are trying to come through.
It's really... Guys, it's really, really important we keep this peaceful. Keep this demonstration peaceful. Do not let these people intimidate you, but do not retaliate. Stay peaceful. This is a peaceful demonstration. We have a right to peacefully demonstrate. That is our right, and that is what we're doing here. We are standing here having a peaceful demonstration. We will not be driven off our public highway. We will not be stopped from exercising our right to peacefully demonstrate. Pardon?
What people arrested him?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, he was getting on a train.
So we're now outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street, and what they've done, they've brought the Territorial Support Army out in force. That is my nickname for them, the Territorial Support Army, and they're out here in force. So that's what we're...
You're turning it into a tyrannical state.
Right, we're going to stay here. We're going to stay here because this is our democratic right to peacefully protest. It's a universal right to protest peacefully. There's nobody been violent here. There's nobody been aggressive. We've the support of the country here. This is a peaceful demonstration. We're not going to get violent. We're not going to attack anybody. We're having a peaceful protest, and we're going to stay here. There's other people coming here. They're expecting us to be here. No, we'll stay here. We'll stay here. We're fine here. There's plenty of room. It's not a big demonstration. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of room for the traffic to get past. We're absolutely fine here. That's not a problem.
You ain't a racist. You ain't far right and I ain't far
all right, brother.
So now the Territorial Support Army is now coming in full. So the Territorial
We are united for the United
Support
Kingdom.
Army, that's what I call them. They're coming in to move everyone on.
That's why we're here. We're here
So
because we love
the
our country.
Territorial Support Army is now moving.
We're now getting surrounded by riot police. This is a totally peaceful protest, and we've been penned in by riot police. What does that tell you about what's happening in this country? Nobody here has committed a crime and we've been surrounded by the police. So that tells you what's happening. You know, no doubt they'll move in and make arrests. You know, I expect them to arrest me. I'm next on the list. So we'll just see what happens. But we stay here. There's more police officers blocking the road. If you just show the camera, the police are blocking the road, not us. There's a very small crowd here. Yeah. We'll stay here. Yeah. They're over there. That's fine. We're not blocking the road here.
Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson!
Good to see you, brother.
Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy Robinson!
Keep that on you, yeah?
Yeah.
The mic, let me put it so it doesn't drop off.
Are you getting that okay?
Yeah. I've got perfect sound. So for those of you who are watching, my name is Wendell Daniel from Street Mike live stream, and we're coming to you live and direct from outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street, and we're currently being surrounded by the Territorial Support Army. So the riot police are out in force down here, and they're trying to ask people to move on. So what I want you guys to do is to share this
Could everyone
link.
move onto the path, please? Move onto the path, guys. Move onto the path. Move, guys. Move onto the path. Move on the path here, right? Because move onto the path. Yeah. Move onto the path, lads. Yeah. Move onto the path.
And give us 2 minutes. If you look in the camera, sir, Wendell Daniel from Street Mike, you interviewed me yesterday, and I'm interviewing you. Just yes, I'm 2 seconds, sir. 2 seconds. So, what's your assessment on the fact that Tommy's now been arrested?
I'm staying here.
What we've got here is
Basically
we've got a tale of 2 individuals. We've got one individual last week who went on a video that was pretty much distributed worldwide of one individual who was what we call the preferred demographic. That tape was taken out of context. The officer involved was demonized. The media painted it as a racist attack on one of the preferred demographics, and we found out this week that all was a lie. Well, the gentleman who in that video who attacked a female police officer, well, he's now out. Now the other individual, this is like I said, it's a tale of 2 individuals. The other individual conducted a rally of free people, of the free people of Great Britain yesterday, 100,000 people rally, where he showed a video that revealed the corruption of the judiciary, and the media as well. Well, guess which one of those individuals is in jail now? His name's Tommy Robinson, and he's in jail right now. We got to free Tommy Robinson. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Arden, thanks for
Guys, can you please not come down?
If someone puts conditions in for you to move, that might be the next stage. You know we're not committing to on the fence doing this. It is our right. You agree it's our right to protest here. Well, I'm exercising my right to peaceful protest, okay? That's what we're doing, okay? Because one of our friends has been unlawfully arrested, as we believe, so we are protesting about that. Can I tell you what we're trying to do? We're trying to give you guys peaceful protest. Because you know what's happened before with Free Tommy demos. We don't want to do that. We want everything to be peaceful. If you start arresting people here now, it's going to escalate things, and you're going to have a massive problem.
We don't want to arrest, which is why we're asking you.
I'm telling you, we don't want to go. We want to stay here. That's our right to protest.
That's fine. Can I just say my bit? We are asking you to move over there. The next stage, if more people come and we stop them highways, the next stage may just let me finish. The next stage, just so I can tell you, maybe that conditions are put in, things that happen. We don't want to get that. So if you go to Richmond Terrace now, then you can remain there for the entirety of the time you want to be
there.
there.
What we'll do, we'll stay here until it becomes a problem. If it becomes a problem, and there is danger to our people, right, because of the traffic, I will then move.
Okay,
but at the moment, that's not the case.
Can I ask
still free-flowing traffic. You're actually causing more of a disturbance, because there are people over there already.
I understand. We have to be here. We're not here to do anything to you. We have to be here.
I understand you're doing your job.
If you are going to stay here, if you're not going to go over there, that's fine. We're asking a minute. If you can just make sure everyone stays in nice and tight, close away from us. Because at the moment, there's still buses. That's
exactly what we're doing. We're doing that.
Like I said, at the moment, we're just asking a minute. If you're not going to do it, that's fine. We'll take it from there. That's fine. So if you can bring
guys,
as close as you can in.
Guys, here, come in with us. Come in with us. Come in here.
An escalation protest. There may be an escalation protest from this, and we don't want to get there.
We don't want to escalate anything.
That's fine.
Because we don't want to escalate it either. You've got to understand this. You understand there's millions of people in this country who are absolutely fuming about what's happened here, right?
I understand that you've got your right to protest.
And I tell you what we're trying to do. We're trying to give people a voice, a peaceful voice of protest. If you come in heavy-handed,
which we haven't done.
Yeah, I know. I admit that. But stormtroopers are here.
This happens at every protest.
Well, it does. Well, not every protest, but I've seen Hamas supporting protests that have been policed with a lot softer hand. In fact, yesterday, your officers allowed a man with a Palestinian flag to break conditions next to our demonstration. That nearly caused a riot if it wasn't for our security. I know, but I'm going to tell you what happened. If it wasn't for our security, our stewards putting themselves in danger to stop angry young men who had a right to be angry because that man was deliberately being provocative, and your officers facilitated that man being deliberately provocative. We de-escalated that for you guys. And if you talk to any of your colleagues that know me, I have always de-escalated because we are about a peaceful movement. We don't want violence. We want to do what we're trying to do peacefully.
As much as people don't believe it, neither do we. We don't want violence. We want to stay here, and we want you to have your protest.
Well, let me tell you something.
The reason we're asking you to go over there is because the norm for protest is always that we protest because it prevents that blockage of the highway which we're trying to avoid.
We're staying here until the numbers get so great that there's a threat to the safety of my fellow protesters.
We're only asking you for a minute, so if we're asking you your views, that's fine. If you stay nice and close, we'll try and keep the road as open as we can.
We've said we'll do that.
As soon as the road starts getting blocked,
we're going to stay here. We're going to stay here. If we get too many numbers, we will move across the road, but we're not going to do that yet, okay? Because we want to protest outside Downing Street, because that's Downing Street, okay? That's not Downing Street, so that's why we're doing our protest here.
The reason we ask you to go there is because you've still got sight and sound of Downing Street, so you can still protest at Downing Street.
We want Downing Street. We don't want sight and sound. We want to be at the gates of Downing Street. That's why we're here, okay?
For the minute we've got no power to move, we're just going to ask. That may end up changing later on if people.
Okay.
To see it.
I think we don't have to keep repeating that again. That's fine. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you.
Can I ask a simple question? How important is it to be able to, if you look in there, how important is it to be able to have a discussion with the police to try and find a mutual?
It's vitally important because look, we don't want this to escalate. We don't want any of our people to get arrested. But what we want to do is we want to hold our ground and basically we know our legal rights. We know we've a right to be here. As long as we're doing this peacefully, legitimately, and we're not blocking the highway, they've no right to move us. And even if the highway is blocked a little bit, they can still get traffic round. They've done that before. They closed roads all day yesterday when we had an event. So they can close roads if they need to. So we don't actually need to move. They want us away from here because they don't want the iconic pictures of us standing outside Downing Street shouting, "Free Tommy Robinson! Free 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 Tommy Robinson! I am Tommy Robinson! I am Tommy Robinson! I am Tommy! We are Tommy! We are Tommy Restas! We are Tommy!
Free Tommy Robinson! What? Free
are Tommy Robinson.
Right.
Arrest us.
Here we got Lucy Brown.
Arrest us. We are Tommy Robinson.
Released a film about Syrian refugees.
Right. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Excuse me. Could you remove that woman? She's going to cause a disturbance. That woman, her there. Them two there are going to cause disturbance. They need to be removed now. That woman, them two need to be removed. There's going to be a fight. You can get them out now. Get to see her.
Get back inside.
Back. Muscle, turn up. Get back. Right.
We just want to keep it peaceful again, sir.
Mate, come on.
Let's get everybody out of the way.
Yeah, come on.
So hold on.
Come on, back. Get back on the path. Come on, back on the path, guys. Back on the path.
The only person not being teaching.
Yeah. It's all right. Listen. They got rid of her.
Remove them from it as we see what's happening. So they've been removed.
So basically, there was a counter protester there. Got in the heckling. Obviously, it was going to get heated, and we basically managed to de-escalate and got them removed, and that's exactly what we need to do. So that was all good.
Excellent. So keep it on. Let me swap over.
Anymore? No. This is not democracy. This is not democracy. This is not democracy. This is dictatorship. If you fight for your freedom, you get arrested. You want to tell truth, you get arrested. Release Tommy!
Release Tommy! Excuse me, sir. Wendell Denner from Street Mike. If you look at the camera, I'm live streaming. How did you feel on discovery that Tommy had been arrested?
While later I think that I am in Afghanistan. I am living in a dictatorship country where I cannot speak what I want to say. If I want to tell something true, they want to arrest me. Somebody wants to kill me if I make a complaint. Tell to me, keep quiet. Keep quiet. Been happened to me. I got death threats. I've been to police station and policeman told me, you should say sorry, change your house. We cannot protect you. Wow. They are protecting criminals. They are protecting criminals. Law-abiding citizens are suffering. Why we are suffering? Why? Because we are telling the truth. Is telling the truth is a crime? No. If it's a crime, yes, arrest us. Yes. Arrest us all. Arrest us. We are Tommy. Arrest us. We are Tommy. I feel violated. This is rape of democracy. This is a rape of democracy. Dictatorship. We can't take it. Dictatorship. Free Tommy. Free Tommy.
Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy Robinson.
No, it's truth. They will arrest me also. Arrest me. Fuck up. But truth need to be said. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. We have to pay the price, and we are paying the price. Tommy is paying the price for your freedom. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. But we will pay everything. We will lose. We will die. We'll go in the jails. But we will say the truth. We want our freedom back. We want it back. We want Great Britain back now. Britain, Great Britain. Where is that Great Britain? I don't see that anymore. Do you see that? Can anybody see? Where's Great Britain? I don't see that anymore.
Tell me something. Just imagine. Tommy is watching now. Look in the camera. Talk to him. What do you want to say?
Tommy, You created a wave of tsunami of patriots.
Yes!
You created us. If you are inside, we will fight for you. We still keep on fighting what you started.
Yes! Yes!
That is going to go in the way, and you are the next Nelson Mandela of Britain.
Yes!
Yes!
He is my Prime Minister.
Tell me something.
No, traitor
Prime Minister.
He is new. He will change. His arrest. What they done?
They know he's right.
They know he's right.
They know he's right. That's why they want to stop him. Because he's right.
What they did a very big mistake. They were not aware that people will come back and support Tommy.
That you noted us even more.
They were making us very, very not serious.
And he deserves
We are serious people. We want our country back.
I was telling Harman yesterday, when his evening's getting finished, I said, Harman, Tommy's going to be arrested soon. Either tonight or tomorrow morning. Harman said, quiet, don't say anything. I said, no, Harman, it's going to be happening. It's a sense. Look at around you. He's going to be arrested. And today we wake up and we had this bad news.
We were sleeping, having very good yesterday. A fight of freedom we enjoyed last evening, last whole day with the patriots. In the morning, when we wake up, we see again, we are a slave again.
Yes.
Where is my freedom?
Hannah, can you just tell Wendell what happened, what you said to us when we spoke in the restaurant about what gave you hope? You were ready to give up. Who gave you hope to stay in this country?
Tommy gave me hope. I was living in this country. I was living in this country because of two-tier police system, two-tier politicians, spineless people, spineless administration. I was living because of radical Islamists and more radicals. I was living in this country.
So I want everybody to think about this, right? Hernan was on the verge of leaving this country because of radical Islamic terrorism. He was going to leave. He was going to leave because he was being intimidated and bullied and threatened by Islamists. He stayed because of one man. He stayed because of Tommy Robinson.
Tommy! I'm not running back. I'm not running. We stay, we fight, we die.
Tommy Robinson has done more in the past 20 years to fight against terrorism and against extremism than any other man in this country. Those cowards have pandered to it for the last 30 years. They've pandered to radical Islamic extremism since the death threats against Salman Rushdie. And you know what? They caught up with Salman Rushdie just a couple of years ago. These people must be stopped. Those cowards haven't got the guts or the balls to stop them, but we have, and Tommy has.
Go to x.com, Silence by Tommy Robinson, 1 hour 45 minutes. Watch that video, share it. We need the whole of the UK to watch that video because it shows corruption, it shows lies in the courts, in the police, in the schools, in the councils. Watch it and share it.
Tell me what, excuse me.
Wendell, I also want to say, there's a man that has shunned our movement. There's a man that won't have anything to do with us. There's a man that called us tattooed thugs at one point. I call on the MP, the Right Honourable Nigel Farage, to grow a pair of balls and stand up for Tommy Robinson. Where are you, Nigel? Okay, because Nigel, these are the activists and people that can put you in power. Without us, you are never going to get anywhere. Now is your time to stand with Tommy.
Yes. Why do you think that Nigel didn't attend Tommy's event yesterday?
Because he's a coward.
He went to the boxing.
He's a coward. It's as simple as that. He's terrified. He's terrified of addressing the massive elephant in the room and in Parliament, which is radical Islam. We have now got radical Islamist MPs in Parliament. They've got as many as Reform have got. There's something very badly wrong with our political system. Look, we're for peace. We're for democracy. We're for freedom. They are for hate. They are for Sharia. They are here to destroy our society and destroy our country. We can't let them.
Let's go. We make Britain again bigger,
beautiful. Once again, Britain.
Yes. And again, what the movement that we're building, is about doing away with extremism of any forms. We fought against the far right just as much as we fought against the far left and the Islamists. We've always stood with our Jewish brothers and sisters. We've always stood, and we don't care what colour you are, we care on what colour your heart is, whether it's red, white and blue. Are you a patriot? That's what we stand for, because we despise people that are running round hating on the United Kingdom as much as anybody else. It's not about colour. It's about being good. It's about being a good person. And our battle really is. There was a man sent me a Bible verse. He wasn't even a Christian. He sent me a Bible verse before Christmas, and I was ready to give up on the movement. And it said this: "We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places." That's what that man sent me, and that kept me in this movement. That one text message when I was at my lowest point. So we can thank him for it, and you can thank God for it, and you can thank Tommy Robinson for us standing here today, because I'd have been away back to Northern Ireland if it wasn't for this that happened today.
Well done. Do you know something? I fully concur with you when you say it's not about colour with Tommy. Yeah. Even yesterday, you know, there were so many people of colour. If you look on the stage, singers, me, so many other people there.
It's not about colour with any of us. It's not about. It never has been. It never has been. It never has been. It never has been about colour.
So many people.
It's about good and evil. That's what this is. This is a battle between. Let's just call it right. It's a battle between good and evil. And what's happening in this country at the minute is evil. We've got a minority government in there that got a massive majority by default. And let's be honest, Nigel Farage gave them that majority. We've got to fight this, and that's why we're building this movement. I believe there's 30 million people in our country believe what we believe, of all races, all backgrounds. If we can mobilise them, activate them, we will win. And they know that, and they know that Tommy's one of the main men to do that. But the thing about it is, let's get it right. Everybody here can be a Tommy Robinson. Everybody here can say, "I am Tommy! I 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 am Tommy! Come on!
Yesterday, the 27th of July, Saturday, was an amazing celebration. It was so disciplined. Do not believe what the broadcast media present about that show. That was peaceful. We were disciplined. We had music. There were prayers. It was a spiritual moment. It was a beautiful moment. Do not believe what the broadcast media said.
Did you see or notice yesterday how many mums bought their children in prams?
There were elderly people, there were every race and colour that I can imagine there, and we were all friends and we were all celebrating. It was amazing.
Anyone else want to say something?
Yeah, we've got anyone else want to say a few words?
Come round, come round.
Anybody want the mic? There isn't one.
Come round, come round, come round.
I will say one thing before quick one thing. One quick thing. I came to this country. I came to this country 28 years back, knowing that this is a Christian country, knowing that I am going to a Christian country. I took asylum in this Christian country. They saved me, and they allow me to practice my religion. But should I getting passport after that I say fuck off you people? No. I am indebted to them because they allow me to come here and to do what I want to do. They saved me, knowingly they are Christians. Now why I tell them I want my belief, my faith above your faith? I cannot. We should think about this before coming to this Christian country. That's all.
Thank you very much, sir. So just step round, sir. I remember seeing you at the event yesterday, and I even photographed you. Yeah. What's your feeling, assessment of what's occurred today?
Total injustice. Further development of a malevolent plan against the British people, against the Christian Church,
And if you don't believe me that this isn't against the Christian church and it's going through Europe, just have a look at the opening of the Olympic Games yesterday. A desecration of the Last Supper, the Holy Communion feast. Yeah? If that's not obvious to people that are watching, just try and do that against the Muslim religion and see what happens. Yeah? Now let's get the emotion out of it. Let's kick the intellect in. Yeah? What's happening we can see. Why? We ask a question. Why has Tommy suddenly been arrested? Why was there such an outcry?
Guys,
against,
pull it in.
Against Caesar.
Pull it in. Get the guy with the flag. Flag. Get in. Come in. No, come in.
So just to let you know what's happening, what we want to do is to make sure that there's not too many people standing here on the sidewalk, and it impedes the movement of traffic as well. They're putting themselves in danger. Once there's too many people, we will have to go on the other side. But we're currently asking people to move in so they don't impede movement. Yes, so go back to your assessment of yesterday.
So the assessment yesterday was a call to those that
Guys, just move back a bit.
A call to those that have not yet woke up and are still sleeping, that they're coming to get you. They're coming to get the British people, they're coming to get those of Christian faith. The attack is against democracy, it's against the church. My brother who just spoke earlier spoke about we've given him the right to worship. No, the right to worship comes from God. It's an inalienable right from the moment that you're born. And that's what I'm standing up for. As for Tommy, as a man who I didn't agree with at the beginning, I was a bit wary of him. But as I looked into this man's life and what he has done, I've got total admiration for him because he stands up for this country. He stands up. In an indirect way, although he doesn't realise it, he's standing up for the Christian faith. That is why I'm here today, and this is why I hope everyone else is here today.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
So for those of you watching, my name is Wendell Daniel from Street Mag live stream. I should have been down at Speaker's Corner. I was live streaming from the corner, but then I got the news that Tommy had been arrested and an emergency protest had been arranged for here outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street. But yesterday, many of you would have seen me. I was actually Tommy Robinson's photographer yesterday. I wasn't live streaming yesterday. I was photographing everything that was happening at that beautiful event just down the road at Trafalgar Square, and you would have seen me on the stage with Tommy photographing everything that was happening, and those photographs will be released very soon. But what was very poignant for me was when Tommy spoke about the documentary film that had been released, which was showing behind us. His family were there, and he spoke about the pain he was going through and the fact that his children and his wife were there. And I was looking through my lens at that time. I had a 300mm lens focused on his eyes, crystal clear, and I can see the tears, the pain that he was going through, because he knew that what has happened today was possible. He knew what was. Say that again? Yeah, because that isn't on at the moment. Did you want me to turn it on then? Yeah.
We understand that you're only blocking a little bit of the road, but the footway is completely.
Well, okay,
So
well, that's fine. That's fine. Then they have to do that. That's not. We're not breaking the law. No, we're not breaking the law. You know we're not.
No, I didn't say it's breaking the law.
Yeah.
It's not fine though having tourists walk into a busy street. We don't want that.
They can.
That's a health and safety
No, I'll tell you
risk for
what. There's a crossing down there, right? There's a crossing there. See that crossing?
So we've got off there and there.
Okay, so you can do that because that's your So there's a crossing there. All they've got to do is.
We can't do that, but it's more difficult.
I would. Can I say? Sorry. Sorry. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Most tourists in London can cross the road. Okay, they don't have a difficulty in crossing the road. It's quite easy. You wait until the green. There's a thing called the green cross code. You wait till the green man comes.
No, but not. And then to walk this way.
Well, they can't, can they? Because
they have a right to.
Okay.
They have a right to walk.
Well, we have a right to protest, and our right to protest supersedes that, and you know it does. Okay, and I've told you this already. I'm going to stop engaging with you.
Remember what the governor just said.
I heard what he said.
What we're trying to do is we're trying. What we're trying to do is we're trying to give you your right to protest.
Yes, and we're having a peaceful protest. And what's happening is, I've had this. When you're, excuse me, stop.
We might have to take away that right by moving you over.
No, you're not taking away our right to protest. You're not taking away our right to protest.
We stand there
You're not taking away our right to protest.
with Tommy.
You can't. What I'm saying is, we're being this is a completely peaceful protest. And how are you going to get us across there if we're being peaceful?
If it's peaceful, you would just.
No, that's not being. That is submitting. We're talking about being peaceful. We want to be peaceful. We don't want to be submissive. There's a difference. We're not going to submit. We are not going to submit to authoritarianism. I'm starting to lose my patience with this because we're not doing anything wrong, and you know we're not. You know we're not doing anything wrong. You know we're not breaking any. You know we're not breaking any laws, and even moral law and common law allows us to the freedom of right to stand here and express our freedom of speech and our freedom of assembly. This is freedom of assembly, and we are not going to be beaten off the streets. We're not going to be beaten off the streets. Okay? Well, you keep coming to me and harassing me about this. I've told you I'm feeling harassed about this. We're not moving. We're staying here. We're doing a peaceful protest. We'll go. We won't be here long. When we go.
That was my next part. Is just to ask you what your intentions are, because that will also help us be able to plan a policing plan about what we're doing.
We'll leave when Tommy gets released.
That's where it's going to become an issue, because if more and more people come, then you will block the road.
If you get your colleagues, if you get your colleagues to release him, well, try.
No, you know we can't.
That's all right. Ask the question.
Really reasonable so far.
I am being reasonable.
And you know, as a PC here, I cannot get Tommy Robinson released.
Let me explain. One of my best friends has been arrested, right? I believe completely falsely on trumped charges because they want to take him off the street, right? This is a peaceful protest, okay? I've even asked your officers to make a little bit more space for us so we can be less. Block the road less. Well, they are behind the railings. Yeah.
We don't stand off behind those. That's against what we do.
Okay, that's not. I mean, that's not a hill. That's not a hill to die on. We're not going to argue about that. But the reality is, my friend and all these people, friend, who loves Tommy? People here like Tommy, okay? Now, the reality is, he's been taken away from his family. He's been taken away from our movement, and.
I completely understand.
It's been taken away from our movement, and we are standing here. All we want to do is have a peaceful protest, right? Yeah. And if we have to stay here for days, we'll stay here for days if we have to. We don't want to.
That might end up being a problem with then blocking roads.
It might be. But we want him out. That's all we want. We want Tommy Robinson out of prison. So it's as simple as that.
There's going to be at some point there will become an impasse where if you're staying here for however long it takes for Tommy to be let out, and it's Sunday. I have no idea how long it will take.
None of us have chained ourselves to railings yet.
But the more and more people who come, the more and more issues. The more and more people we get here.
Even London Transport supporters.
The more and more people I get here might mean it increases the likelihood of us having to try and move out because you will end up blocking the whole
we want this peaceful. We don't want a confrontation. That's the last thing we want, okay? We want everything to be peaceful, everything to be done in order. That's what it's all about.
So your intention is to stay here until Tommy's released?
We'll stay here until we're done, okay? We'll stay here until we're done.
But there's no time frame at the minute?
There's no time frame at the minute.
Just because it helps us a little bit with being able to plan the traffic closures and stuff like that. If you're going to be here for a couple of hours, it makes it easier to plan traffic movements, closures.
I think a couple of hours.
If it's going to be 2 days, then it's going to be a bit more difficult.
Why do they allow pro-Palestinian marchers to block buildings, to go into stop it?
That isn't something I'm going to get into.
You can't answer that. I know you can't answer. Someone's got to answer it. But what we see, okay, what the British people see is that there's a lawful one.
Do you want to do a bit?
So for those of you who are watching, my name is Wendell Daniel, and welcome to Street Mike, and we're coming to you live and direct from outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street. And if this is the first time you found my crap channel, make sure you hit that button. So we're going to stay here for as long as it is necessary. So we were at Speaker's Corner, but, you know, that's not important. This is more important. So we're waiting. We're trying to find out more information concerning why Tommy has been arrested on terrorism charges.
No more two-tier policing! No more two-tier policing!
No more two-tier policing!
No more two-tier policing! No more two-tier policing!
So we will remain out here for midnight if necessary. So we're all going to get our beds ready to camp outside of the gates of number 10. And for those of you who are just joining us, Tommy Robinson has been arrested on terrorism charges, and we're trying to establish exactly why, what are the details of the indictment, where he's been held, when he's going to court. But when you get arrested for terrorism, we believe that you can be held for about 2 weeks. So Tommy could be incarcerated for a couple of weeks, but his supporters are out here on the streets, and it doesn't matter what colour you are, what race you are, what gender you are. Everyone is out on the streets today. Sir, come forward, man. Come and talk to me. I know you're not scared. Yesterday, you was at Speaker's... Yesterday... Hold on, let me see if my other man... Hold on, because I got a microphone on him. If someone else is speaking, I've got to use this one. So, yesterday you was down at... The rally, yeah. I'm just looking at the... Hey, what's happening? You was at the rally yesterday. You were at Speaker's Corner harassing me a couple of hours ago. Now you're outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street. That doesn't work because I've had to switch it off because the other guy's wearing my microphone. So, you know, how are you feeling now you're out here with other patriots?
I've only just heard that it was terrorism that he's been getting locked up for.
Hold on, weren't you bloody listening when I told you?
You told me about an hour ago. Did you not? Did you not?
Yeah, I told you an hour ago.
Yeah. So when was he actually? When did these charges come upon him? Is that since he was coming up here? This morning. They actually did for this morning. And what they said then, so is the 2-week thing now they're going to keep him for? Yeah, they're not going to do that because they just seen the reactions, won't they? They just seen the reactions. I think it's disgusting, mate. Tommy Robinson.
So Tommy's supporters are out.
Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson.
Look the moment ago.
Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy.
Wendell.
Tommy Robinson.
This guy's come all the way. Okay, we've got Don. Okay, guys, we've got Don. Whoa. Guys, hold on a minute. Hold on. We've got a gentleman here who's come all the way from America to support Tommy Robinson.
Hello, England! My name is Don Keith, for those of you who don't know me. I've got a story to tell you. I'm here because about 10 years ago I started following Tommy Robinson online.
Come on!
Hey! Started watching him and his passion and his fight for freedom for the people of the United Kingdom. Now, I've watched Tommy for a long time, and he instills that passion in me, and that's why I'm here today, because he instills a passion not only for my own country, but for you guys, the way he fights. This is a guy who has sacrificed not only his wealth, not only his family, he sacrificed his freedom for you all, for the British people.
Thank you, Tommy Robinson!
Now we see what's happened here with the two-tier policing. We saw what happened last week when a global video was released demonizing police officers who were defending themselves, and when they cut that part out, narrative. This is a tale of two people.
Yeah.
That's one person. We call that the preferred demographic. The second person is a person who put on a rally of 100, according to Sky News, 100,000 people yesterday. Right? So what did he do? What did he do? What was this terrible, ugly crime that Tommy Robinson committed yesterday? He showed a film. And what did that film show? It exposed the judiciary, the corrupt judiciary, the corrupt media, and everything that goes on with your society. Now, I want to ask you guys something. How many of you ever thought what it was like to be in the war room back in the day with Winston Churchill? Maybe you thought about what it was like to fight with William Wallace on the battlefield or march with Martin Luther King for civil rights. Well, guess what? Your Winston Churchill is Tommy Robinson, and he's here today. So years from now, you have a choice. You all have a choice. If you're watching this on video, if you're here, wherever you are, you have a choice. Many years from now, generations from now, you can sit your little grandkids on your knee. You can pull together whatever food you can find, and you can tell them. You can tell them what a great free country Great Britain used to be, if only you'd fall just a little bit harder. Or you can tell them that your country is still free because you fought with Tommy Robinson. So everybody out there, if you're listening to this needs to grow. People need to come. People need to fight for Tommy because he's been fighting for you, and they've got him rotting in a jail cell. Hey, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! God bless you. God bless you all. God bless you, Great Britain.
Excuse me, sir. Can I interview you? Because when you interviewed me yesterday, I was upset. It's only had about 1 million views so far. And on the 1st of June, it was about 1.2 million. So let me interview you. So now you're out here, outside of number 10 Downing Street, after such a successful day yesterday. How does it make you feel knowing what's now happening?
And I think that's the right. They boosted us all. They let us boost ourselves up. Tommy boosted us all yesterday. 100,000 people. It's electric, right? Electricity starting to flow across Great Britain. And what do? They arrest the guy the next day to bring us back down. It's all planned. It's part of the tyrannical government. This is not a UK thing. This is a Western thing. It's the Western world thing. It's happening all over the Western world. Globalism. That's right. And what's the ultimate goal? What are we really against? What we're against is the importation of people that want to replace the patriots that live in these countries, who pay taxes in these countries, right? Whose ancestors fought and died for the lands that we live on. But not only do they want to import them to replace us, they want us to pay for it.
And until these police officers stop enforcing blindly the tyrannical laws and orders they're given, they will succeed.
Let me finish.
Talking to these police officers and making them see what they are enforcing on the people.
I'm coming back to you, Derek. I'm coming back to you. But yesterday, I believe, and so do some people who I've interviewed, that Tommy foresaw what was happening today. And he sacrificed himself for the movement and for the country by getting arrested. Right. Do you believe that's the case?
100%. And it wasn't just yesterday. The guy's been doing it, like I said, he's been doing it for decades now. Sacrificing his freedom, sacrificing his family life, sacrificing his wealth. They've tried to break him, right? Millions of dollars they've taken from him. They put him in prison. They tried to get to him in prison, tried to take his life. If you've heard that story or not. So the slings and arrows that Tommy Robinson takes, and to have his own countrymen call him a racist because that's what they want you to think. After all that, imagine fighting like he does for his country, and to have people call, hey, but guess what? The tides are turning, and that's what they're afraid of. Because people with independent media and social media, the legacy media is dead. The legacy media is dead. So they cannot fight the narrative today, and that's why so many people's opinions of Tommy Robinson are flipping today, is because of citizen journalists and independent media, 100%.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, sir, what do you have to say about what's happened to Tommy being arrested for terrorism?
Right, well, they must have misspelt terrorism for journalism, because that, to me, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's like, I mean, come on. How can it be possibly misconstrued as a terrorist? The man made a film. He made a series of films about the injustices that are going on in this nation. The injustices that are going on from the halls of power. The injustices that are going on from the propaganda media. The likes of the BBC, the likes of ITV, the likes of all of them degenerates. Right, listen, this great nation, you see the cross in that flag, this beautiful flag. That is representative of Jesus Christ. The cross that Jesus Christ died on. This great nation was built on Christianity. It was built on Christianity. We love this nation. And I was carrying a flag yesterday. My flag yesterday. The scripture said, it was John 8:32. It says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." We love Tommy. We love Tommy!
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Derek, step forward. Derek, step forward. Yeah. And calm down, sir. Calm down.
I'm just very loud.
So you've come all the way from where?
Oh, Hampshire.
So now you're here and you see all of these people out to support Tommy. What you got to say?
I love every one of them for supporting our own Saint Tommy Robinson. He should be knighted for his fighting for the freedom. He's fighting for your job, for the freedom of the press, and your job. And anybody here filming, he's fighting for your rights to be able to film. He is fighting for the little children. And any police officer that wants to arrest him for standing up for the little children that are being raped in Telford, Rotherham, should be sacked. If they're arresting Tommy, they are arresting the children. And that it should be brought out into the open. The evil that is running this country. Just behind those gates is pure tyrannical evil that allows the children to be raped for an ideology that doesn't even belong in this country.
Hold on. A couple of weeks ago, we had a new government elected. Are you saying that you do not have confidence in Sistea?
They passed the glove on. They're all being paid by the same paymaster. And when they face God, they will be sent to the devil.
Yeah. But just look in the camera, yeah. Sakia, what a lovely name. He used to be the director of public prosecutions. So I believe he wants to see the law applied the correct way. And it shouldn't be...
Jimmy Savile, exactly. Every time he had a case come up, he said, no case to answer. He stopped every case. And why? Because Jimmy Savile was best friends with King Charles. And that is how far this evil tyrannical service goes. He says he's meant to be the head of the Christian church in England, and he said he'd defend the faiths.
Plural.
He said defend the faith of Jesus Christ and God Almighty.
Big up. Thank you, sir. Anyone else? So I don't do silent TV, you know. So come forward. What's your name?
My name's Catalina.
So Catalina, that's very posh.
I am a bit posh. I apologise.
So tell me about, how you're feeling now. You're surrounded by all of these patriots.
Being here, it's absolutely amazing. But you know what? Tommy is not against Muslims. He's against Islamic jihadism. And he is against the influx of millions and millions of people, including Muslims, including radical jihads. They're coming in illegally. And go to this website, truthontrial.com, and put your name down and support Tommy.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So if you step forward, my darling. So what's your name?
My name is Sam. Nah.
Sam?
Yes.
So where are you from?
I'm from Uganda originally.
Ooh. So why are you here supporting Tommy Robinson?
I'm here to support Tommy because he's a patriot. He's not racist. He loves everybody. And if he supports the great values of Great Britain, that's why we're here. And he supports Christianity, to protect Christianity, and that's why we're here.
But the media has portrayed Tommy as a right-wing racist, far right. So what do you want to say about that?
I've watched Tommy, I've studied about his stuff, and there is no cell of hatred in him. He's a lovely man, and he doesn't hate people. He tells his truth, and he has the freedom of speech. He has the freedom to speak, and he's protecting our children in the long run, so that's why we...
How did you feel on discovery that Tommy had been arrested, not for contempt of court in not following an order, but terrorism?
Well, for many years the media has showed us who a terrorist looks like, and he doesn't fit in that box. So Mr. Tommy Robinson, he's not a terrorist.
Excellent, thank you very much. Thanks, sir.
I believe Mr. Keir Starmer is going to do the right thing because he's a barrister and legally trained. Thank you.
Excellent, thanks a lot. So Wills, where has he gone?
I think we've got to prepare ourselves that this is a massive stitch up by the deep state. I really mean this. I think this could be a situation where they really try and throw everything at Tommy, and this could be a very, very long battle. I don't believe this is an arrest where he's just going to be let out the door in a couple of days. I believe those scum in there, Yvette Cooper and the rest of them, they want to put Tommy away. And I think we've got to be ready for a very, very long and hard battle. And what I want to say this. I want to say we have to do this the right way. We have to do this in a way that keeps it peaceful, keeps it respectful. That's important. It's really important to keep it peaceful, yeah? Yes. Because if we resort to violence of any kind, we will lose all our support. If we do this right, we can have 3 million people standing outside Downing Street and standing outside Parliament. Yes, 3 million to free Tommy! And that's what it's going to take. We need to stand for this man, no matter what they say about him, no matter what they throw at him. He is the man that has given us hope in this country, and we're going to stand with him. In the same way there was a fight to free Nelson Mandela, we're going to fight to free Tommy Robinson. And ladies and gentlemen, free Tommy Robinson! 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 My voice is fake. His father's going to bed. He's had his Horlicks. My voice is failing, but I think we must realise the gravity of this situation that we're in. This is a very, very serious situation, and we've got to acknowledge that. We want Tommy out! 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 Ladies and gentlemen, listen, everybody has got to remain calm. Please remain calm. Tommy has been charged with terrorism. We don't know the context. We don't know why, but he's been charged with terrorism. This is going to be a long battle. Tommy is not a terrorist. He is a freedom fighter.
Hello, love. How are you? Hi, everyone. I want to tell to Tommy first, hi. We love you. As an Iranian, we came here to tell you that you are not alone. Love, we are here for you. Why? Because we cannot handle that two-tier policing. Terrorists is outside in London, walking, raping our kids and everyone, and they keep you inside. That's not happening in here. We will be here as long Iran will be free, then we will go. We will free United Kingdom, then we will go back to our own country. You are freedom fighter, never have a fear, Tommy, because that's a reality. When you have a power, they will attack you. And you got power, not just me, many Iranian and other British people. They are standing next to you, brother. You are never alone, and we have no fear to go to jail, to court or other places. I have been targeted by BBC member. Police say, no, you cannot do nothing. We know two-tier policing, but we are not shot anymore. We will be speaking. We are not in Iran or Iraq. We are in United Kingdom. United Kingdom has a history. You cannot deny your own history. If you deny it, you are not British. If you don't speak up, you are not British. You don't care about your children, about your life, about your home. Look at us. We escaped from them. They came behind us. But we won't let this happen to United Kingdom. Doesn't matter my skin. My color is different. Doesn't matter. We won't let. I am Iranian woman. My kids is in Iran. But I will fight. Not just for you. For each one British people who is suffering from extremist Islamists. Enough is enough. And we have a voice. And no one can say to us, shush, because we are not living in Islamic country. We are living in Christian country. Thank you. Never give up, Tommy. You are not alone.
Before you go, look into the camera. What message do you have for Tommy to keep him inspired and motivated? So what message do you have?
Look at me. I'm a woman. I have no fear. You have fight a lot. And you have something in you, brother. Never give up. You might see me one day in a jail as well, but doesn't matter. We all won. We know we are fighting for the good thing. Never give up, my brother. Never, ever. Iranian stands with British people forever and ever. God bless United Kingdom. God bless Iran and remove those extremist Islamists from our countries. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. I think there's another lady there. She's in tears. She wants to say something. Beautiful. Does she want to say something?
Well, she wanted to say, if you don't love Great Britain, you may...
Come, tell her come forward, come forward, come forward. If not, we'll come. Let's go to her. Let's go to her. If you...
All these fucking people in this country, if you don't let this country fuck up.
IRGC terrorists, you can put them on the list.
So my name is Wendell Daniel, and welcome to Street Mike, and we're coming to you live and direct from...
We're going to go and do a protest at Scotland. We're going to walk to Scotland Yard.
You can put them on the list.
Put the mic on, put it on. Oh, do you want me to take it off?
No, keep it on.
Keep it on, yeah, stick it on.
Stick it on with that.
IRGC terrorists, you can put them on the list.
Hold that for me, Wills. Hold.
Right.
We're now walking to Scotland Yard.
We want Tommy out! 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 We want Tommy out!
Ladies and gentlemen, the police have asked to move. No, listen to me, stop cackling. Listen to me, the police have asked us to move, so we're going to march from here to Scotland Yard. Now, let's go for a walk. Let's go. Across there, across there, across there. No, straight across. Straight across. Straight across. Scotland, go up this way.
Oh yeah, they changed it because I remember the Scotland Yard down Parliament Square.
Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard, lads. Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard. Sorry, what? Where is Scotland Yard? Where is it? Right, okay. Come on! Brian, where's Scotland Yard? Around the corner. Which one is it? Which one is it, Busker? Okay. Excuse me.
My wife Tommy Robinson.
Yeah. Is that you, Jack? Jake. Fuck's sake, I didn't recognise you without the glasses on, though.
I'm bad.
Hiya, pal. Excuse me.
Sorry, mate. Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now!
Big up.
Tommy Robinson! Oh! Tommy Robinson!
Yeah, move on here. Excuse me.
Where is Tommy? Let him go! 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 Let him go!
I want to spin him.
Let him go! Let him go! Let him go! Let him go!
I just want to spin him. I want that in the background. Okay.
I just want to get there. Jesus is King!
Lovely.
Where's Don? Don, do you want to get down here, mate? Yeah?
Over there, ladies and gents, the bus.
Just keep moving in, guys. Keep moving in. I've got some backup speakers because my voice is going to break in about 30 seconds.
Let
me jump over there. Not too close up, might scare the kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you're moving out, I want you to think about this. 3 weeks ago, they tried to kill Donald Trump. They failed, and they'll fail again. Today, they are attempting to assassinate Tommy Robinson. And we must stop them. They can't get away with this. We cannot let them do this. This has gone on for far too long. They've tried to do everything to him. They've bankrupted him. They've slandered him. They put him in positions in prison where he could have been killed. And now they are trying to lock him up from the rest of his life This is the beginning of the fight for freedom for Tommy Robinson. And to Tommy, I say this to Tommy. Tommy, we will not fail you. We will not be found wanting. We will do whatever it takes to get you out of prison. Whatever it takes.
Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
Rowley to now resign. Yes. We've a petition. We've a petition that Tommy set up. That petition. Derek, leave it. That petition that was signed by so many thousands of us. That petition now needs to be delivered to the Metropolitan Police. Not only must Mark Rowley resign, but the head of counter-terrorism must resign as well. Come on. The Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, must resign. The Attorney General must resign.
Get her out! 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 Get her out!
In fact, the whole stinking, disgusting communist Labour government has to go! Oh, look at this crowd. Just scan round this crowd. Look at the faces here. We have Iranians. We have Indians. We have Afghans. We have the vast majority of the white English standing with us as well. We're one family. We are the British family. And Tommy set up a demonstration. Tommy set up a demonstration with one thing in mind: uniting the kingdom. That's what he wants to do. We must stand united.
Get Khan out.
Yeah, we need to get Sadiq Khan out as well. The next chance.
Get him out. Evil will not win. Evil will not win.
Tommy.
Evil will not win. 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 Evil will not win.
The police are just telling us something we already know, so we're not too worried about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm serious about this. All of this that we do going forward from here, it must, listen to me, it must be peaceful, and it must be the united family of the United Kingdom that's represented here that does it. We're not gonna slide into what they want. We're not going to slide into riots and confrontation. We're going to build a mass movement that is going to get rid of these scum forever. And that mass movement will be made of people of all different colours, all different shapes and sizes, and all different creeds. It's not about left and right. It's about good and evil.
Christ is king! 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 Christ is king!
And I want to tell you something now, and I say this to Tommy as well. Christ is with him in that prison cell. He's standing by his side. Ladies and gentlemen, the next days and weeks are going to be very, very difficult for our movement. But we must get it right. If we get it right, we will see Tommy freed, and we will see all the wrongs in this country put right. We can do it. And I want to say something on a personal level about Tommy. I know his parents, I know his wife and children, and I know him. And the more I get to know Tommy, the more I love him, and I mean that. The more I love him. And many people here might be sceptical about Tommy. We've all been there in the past. But the more I get to know him, the more I see the measure of the man. And he is the man that we need on the outside, not on the inside.
Free Tommy now! 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 Free Tommy now!
My voice is failing, so I'm going to ask Don to say a few words. I'm going to bring in the 82nd Airborne Division from the United States of America. Tell him what to do next, Don.
Hello, England. Man, I got to tell you, I really want to appreciate the welcome you guys have given me. I know a few of you probably already seen me speak today or at other times at other rallies, but I want to tell you guys a story about Tommy Robinson. Not everybody gets to spend personal time with Tommy Robinson. For some reason, he let me, an American, on the inside. Get a little emotional about it, but I actually toured the country with the guy, right? Spent a whole week with him, just out of the blue. He said, hey, Don, why don't you come with me for an entire week and see what I do? And at that time, I'd followed him online for probably 8 to 10 years and had heard a lot about him. Like I said earlier, his passion really got to me. The way he just loves his country, and he was just such a patriot. So that's why I just really fell in love with the guy. I always wanted to know him, but didn't know who he was personally. So I set up a meeting with him. I was coming to visit in this great country of yours. It's such a great country. Yeah, it's such a great country. Yeah, it really is. And I was just going to meet the guy. I gave him my hat, and some of you guys may have seen that video. And he says, you know what, Don, instead of going to Stonehenge or Buckingham Palace to see the sights, why don't you come for me to a week with Scotland? I have a family there whose young son was killed in what was the first religiously motivated hate murder in, that's right, Chris Donald, in Scotland. Chris Donald and his family, how brave. But along the way to meet Chris Donald's family, he would get calls from other people saying, Tommy, my son's missing. I think these folks took him, and we need some help because the government won't do anything. The guy was like Batman. He would get calls all the time for people to help him, people of this great nation, because nobody else would help him. And you know what I saw along the way? We would be walking through the airport. I'd be walking through the airport. would see black men and brown men. They would walk up to Tommy. One guy in particular walked up to Tommy with his whole family, a black man. Walked up to him and bumped his fist, said, Tommy Robinson. And the little boy says, Dad, who was that? He said, that's Tommy Robinson's son, a man who knows. Big up. And that's exactly right. Tommy Robinson is a man who knows. Tommy Robinson is a man who's seen what the corrupt government in this country and other countries are doing, but he's got to stand up for your country. And he's the one that he stood up first when nobody was standing with him. He stood alone. Because so many people he was portrayed by the media as this racist or an Islamophobe. Did you all know?
He's not racist.
Did you all know that when Tommy was growing up, when he was a young man, some of his best friends were Muslim? Did you all know that? I bet you didn't. Yes. Right, because the media doesn't tell you that. Right? Tommy drew attention to a particular group of people in a particular demographic, and the media and the government didn't want you all to know about that because they were the preferred demographic. And Tommy took risk with his life. He took risk with his family, with his wealth, and he stood up for this country when everyone else was scared to do so. But guess what? Not anymore. Look. Turn your camera around. This isn't a white people's movement. This isn't just a brown person's movement. It isn't a black. It's a every person. It's a patriot movement. It's for people who love Great Britain, who love your country, and they want to defend it against the tyrannical government and the barbarian horde who's being imported and doesn't love your country. It's a British movement. That's right, and when they pull them in, then not only do they want to pull them in, they want to take your lands, they want you to pay for it.
But they cannot.
Tommy stands up against that, he stands up for that, And as we can see, the narrative is changing. There's more of you who are becoming aware of that. Like I said, Tommy gets emails and texts every day from people who said, I used to hate you, Tommy Robinson, because I believed every word the media told me. Right? But no longer, because we have independent journalists and we have social media. So, obviously, I can't stay here with you guys forever. I wish I could, but I have a country over there I have to save because we're going through the same exact thing that you all are going through, right? Trump will save you. But I want you to know,
You've got Trump, we've got Starmer.
I want you to know that I am an emissary from the great patriots of the United States who stand with every single one of you great patriots here in Great Britain. Now, I always call Tommy Robinson the working class Donald Trump. You can look at everything that Donald Trump's been through and everything they've put the man through, and you can see that they did each one of those things to Tommy Robinson. They put him in jail. They've charged him, or they've tried to put him in jail. They've sentenced him to 91 charges. They've weaponized their justice system, right? Tommy, the same thing, right? Same thing. He actually took a bullet for his country. Rally yesterday, they got us all energized. We were like, look at the Patriots, 100,000 people. I'm not saying the Sky News reported 100,000 people yesterday to show up for freedom, for your country. Now, I want to do something here, but like I said, the United States, we stand with you, and I want to send a message from you guys to the United States. When Donald Trump took that bullet, he fell down, and that was the longest 2 minutes of my life I've ever seen when he was laying on the ground, because nobody knew what happened. I was scared to death. I got a call, hey, something's happened to Trump. Turn on the television. Turn it on. He's laying there, and he's got the Secret Service all around him. And when he stood up, what did he do? That was a message, a resounding message, not only for my people, it was a message for the entire Western world who's going through what he and Tommy and the rest of you, because there's people who aren't Tommy Robinson and Donald Trump. They're doing the same thing, names we don't hear about. Think of all the multitude of people who don't get the accolades and the limelight or the media attention because they haven't been doing this forever, right? People, it's coming to you. You may not like Tommy Robinson today, but let me tell you, right, just because you're on the other side, the government doesn't mean the government's not coming for you one day, right? So you may like tyranny today and it may taste good because they got Tommy Robinson, but guess what? They're coming for you. I promise you, if you don't stand up. So thank you so much, guys. I love you so much. Keep standing up for freedom.
So don't worry, you will arrest one, you will find hundreds.
Guys, there's a scripture in Joshua. It says Joshua 1:9. It says, did I not command you to be strong and courageous? I ask you all must be strong and courageous. Like Tommy has shown us all. He's led the way. He's paved the way for us all to be strong and courageous. I, like Tommy, was born and raised in Luton. I come from the dregs of society. I was a victim of grooming, not sexual grooming, but chemical grooming. I was a crack and heroin addict from when I was 14 years old by Islamic crack and heroin dealers on the streets of Luton. By the grace of God, I was set free. For 20 plus years, I was a crack and heroin addict. I'm clean and sober now nearly 6 years. I tell you what, I encountered Tommy a few times in my younger years in the town. In his younger years, when he was a little bit wayward, I was a little bit wayward. But you know what? I've watched that man grow. I've watched him mature. I've watched him become a statesman. I've watched him become a soldier for this great nation. And let me tell you now, he fought for us. He fought for every single one of you. We've all got Tommy in our heart. And I tell you one thing, I have got to go back now to Luton, and I am in the midst of an Islamic territory in the middle of my estate. My house is up for sale right now, and the only people that have ever come to look at my house to buy it are Muslims. And I have now got to go back there. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. He's in the fight. He's in there. We want him free, and we're all going to be free by the power of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Big up. This, I say. See, this movement is bigger than it was when they were arresting Tommy on trumped-up charges 5 and 10 years ago. This movement now has millions of people in it. Paul Thorpe is one of the new faces of this movement. Big round of applause for Paul.
I think that we all probably had better things to do today, right? Especially after such a magnificent day yesterday. I think it was one of our greatest achievements. And today we wake up and we find that our leader is somewhere in a prison cell. Thank you. And I thought it was a mic for a moment. But the biggest thing on my mind today, apart from well done for everyone for getting here so quickly, it's going to cost me a fortune because my wife's now in Oxford Street shopping. The big thing on my mind today is look at what Tommy did for Nigel Farage and Reform before the general election. Where is Lee Anderson, Nigel Farage and Richard Tice today? I see that Richard Tice has released a statement this morning about the police officers in Manchester last week, and rightly so, in support of the police. Rightly so. But he should be doing the same right now. Nigel Farage should be on the TV right now demanding the release of Tommy Robinson. And I can only speak for myself and say that if Nigel Farage stays quiet on this matter, he can forget my support and anyone else that I know.
Free Tommy now! 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 Free Tommy now!
Guys, a lot of you know me as a child abuse survivor campaigner who's campaigned for historic child abuse in this country for 100 years, if not more. I can give you lots of detail. These guys standing in these uniforms are all complicit in historic child abuse. Remember what Tommy's done for our children. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Don't forget what Tommy's done for you. We now must do for Tommy.
Now, without stating the obvious, obviously, Tommy is not inside New Scotland Yard. The police just wanted me to tell you that, but he's not in New Scotland Yard. But he is incarcerated illegally, and that is wrong. I'm going to want Hernan to say a few words now. We've got to make plans. I'm going to talk at the very end about how we make plans about what we do next, because we're not going to stay here forever. But the reality is we need to make good plans, and we need to make plans that are effective. And I'll be consulting with some of the top influencers on the planet in the next days to see how we can make plans to get Tommy out.
Good evening, Britain. I say only one thing. Tommy is fighting for us from last 20 years. He's fucking paying price for us from last 20 years. He's been beaten, thrown in the jail, away from his kids. Justice does serve to him, but she's still fighting for us. Now is the time for us, for Britain, to fight for Tommy. I am Tommy. Arrest me. We are Tommy. We are Tommy. One Tommy today got arrested, and hundreds of thousands more are on the street. Thank you, Tommy. I salute you, what you done to this country. I salute Tommy. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. We have to pay the price. For how long Tommy will pay the price? When will you or me start paying the price for that freedom? We will do that. It's not only Tommy's job. We all have to pay a price. We all have to fill these prisons. Arrest us. We are Tommy.
We are Tommy. We are Tommy. We are Tommy. We are Tommy. We are Tommy. We are Tommy. We are Tommy. We are Tommy. We are Tommy.
Tommy gave us hope. Tommy gave us hope. Yesterday when I was in the rally, I saw hundreds of thousands of people. I see the light of hope. Light for freedom. I saw my future, my kids' future, my grandkids' future is going to be safe. But today, this establishment, this spineless establishment put the hope behind the bars. We cannot let it.
Can I have a word a minute? Can I have just a word second after you're finished? Yeah?
I forget what I was going to say. But we are not here to forget what Tommy has done. Tommy has done a lot for us. He's given his youth, his family, everything for us.
He gave his life.
He's given his life. We don't know is he coming back from that prison or not. When I met Tommy last time, he told me that he's going to prison, and I don't know might I come back alive or not. But he was aware of this arrest. He's aware that he might get died in the prison, but he keep on fighting for you.
Yes, everyone.
Even knowing that he will die in the prison, he keep on fighting for you. We don't let it happen. No. We want Tommy free. Free Tommy now. Now. Free Tommy 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 now.
Free Tommy now. Free Tommy now. Free Tommy now. Free Tommy now.
Freedom is not for faint-hearted. Tommy is the brave heart. And I can see many more brave hearts here. Listening, coming. I want them to stand and fight for his freedom. Fight for his freedom. Fight for Great Britain once it was. We want our Great Britain back. It's not Great Britain anymore. It is not. It's not a democracy anymore. If we say the truth, we are put behind the bar. We want to survive, we are put behind the bar. If we are law-abiding citizens, we are put behind the bar. But criminals are on the loose. Criminals are ruling this country. Our spineless police is bowing down to those criminals. We've seen that recently in Leeds and Rochdale. No more. You will work for the law-abiding citizens, not for those criminals. No more need for those criminals. You have to serve. You have to serve the community who is law-abiding, who wants democracy. This is not democracy. This is dictatorship right now, which we are facing. We cannot take our voice out. If we say something, got arrested. Not anymore. Fight! 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 Fight!
John! Come on, find that man there. Go on, John. Okay. Okay. So, I've witnessed for 40 years what's going on in the East End. I've been trying very hard to find my voice because the anger I feel, I've had to subjugate it and undermine it because of these people, because they are puppets. Why are they puppets? Because they do as they're told, not as they know is right. And I can tell you now, shame on you, shame on you, shame on you, shame on every one of you. I have seen things in the East End happen to the working classes. And I use the word working classes because it's exactly the working classes that they're scared of. And because there's a voice here, and his name is Tommy Robinson, and he's working classes, and he represents the working classes. He has a voice, and he sees the injustice, and he articulates it. These people and their elite establishment friends, they want him dead. And they don't care how they twist, how they turn, how they undermine, and how they lie. They lie, and they lie through their skin. Why? Okay, maybe calm. Because they might think because I'm Scottish I'm being aggressive. I might be being aggressive, guys. Watch my face. Watch it NVQs. Look at the non-NVQs. You see them being aggressive. Yes, I'm being fucking aggressive. And God help you and the establishment because we're coming after you. And Tommy will walk free. And he will walk free. And he will be absolutely healthy when that happens. And he will come out. And do you know what?
With his head held high.
With his head held high. And you go to bed and you think about your children and how disgusting you've been today. Understanding these are being disgusting, underhand and manipulated. Yous are nothing more than flunkies. Take the wages, pay your mortgages, because at the end of the day, you know full well you shouldn't sleep properly in your bed because you know what yous are doing. You know. These are disgusting. No, shame on you. Shame on you. Not the Labour Party. Not the Tory Party. There isn't a party there that represents the working classes. Farage doesn't represent the working classes. No. And you know what? Won't share a platform with Tommy. Why is that? Why do you think that is? Why? Because he needs his recognition from those people up there. So he needs to keep himself in with them, doesn't he? Tommy doesn't. Tommy speaks it and he dies for it. He takes it in the chin. And the poor guy is languishing in prison. He's languishing in prison because the dirty bastards can't help themselves.
We want Tommy! 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 We want Tommy!
Can I just say, I've got a story to tell, that goes 40 years in the East End. I came here with the grace and the help of the English people who provided work for me. I came as an economic refugee from Scotland, and who helped me, who gave me housing, who gave me work, who helped me? The English people, So what I want to say is, and I have witnessed things in the East End I'm quite prepared to talk to anybody about. Injustice, two-tier policing. Let me tell you what the things that have happened, I'm going to hand this over. When you're ready, anybody wants to know the story.
Hi again, once more. My beautiful friend and family. 45 years ago, this situation happened in Iran. Extremist Islamists came to our country. We were like you. We can wear whatever we want. They came, they took us, they took our king out. They destroyed our country. We came here, many Iranians in different countries. Because in Iran, anyone who speak up, they put them in a jail. This is happening to United Kingdom. As the same, we will take back our King Reza Pahlavi to Iran. We will free Tommy in here. He is not alone. And one more thing, we have no fear from death. Don't think we have a fear from death. We will die not just for Tommy, not just for United Kingdom, not just for Iran, for those who are suffering in this world. For those who cannot speak, they have a fear from Islamists. The head of Octopus in Iran. Cut that off, Tommy will be free. Cut that off, every country will be free. America, Germany, United Kingdom, many, many, many. Enough is enough. The reason why I came up to tell, guys, brother, sister, for 45 years ago, that's happened to us. Don't let this happen to you. And let us know each other. We all one. We all freedom fighters. Let's follow each other. To all the words, no, we all one. If we are standing with our flag next to you, come with your flag and stand next to us. We are one. Never give up, and we will win, brother, sister. God bless
Excuse me.
Oh, I don't know how to follow that, really.
Raise your voice. Speak loud. Okay. Loud.
I don't know how to follow that. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Shout.
I'll try. Right. To put some context into today, it's the Lord's Day. Yeah. We really should all be at church after this or before it, but that's another story. Yeah. I went and visited the Ukrainian demonstration before we came down here. And my heart dipped a little bit because when they finished with the national anthem and they finished with "Glory to Ukraine, glory to Ukraine." And I said to the organiser after it finished, I was a little bit sad that you gave all the glory to man and none to God. I said the movement that we are in, of course, we love our country, we want the best for it in our people, but we know where our strength can come from. We know that Christ is King, and we put him ahead, and we follow. Now, I know there are many that don't necessarily believe in that, but that's not the point, because we all know that this country goes back over 1,700 years of the Christian tradition. We thrived on it, and now we're sinking because we turned our back on our church and on Christ. So I truly believe that God works through all of us. He's working through Tommy, he's working through his courage, he's working through his dedication, and he's working through this movement. So I say, God bless our nation, and Christ is King.
We're gonna say a few words, then walk back to Downing Street, okay? So if you want to get your camera ready, walk back to Downing Street, okay? Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this demonstration organised literally with a couple of hours' notice. We've been here since 3:45, and what a brilliant turnout it's been. But this is only the start of this battle. And this battle must go on and on and on until we win. What we're going to do now, we're going to march. We're going to have another march. We're going to march back to Downing Street. Then we're going to disperse. And we're going to make plans on how we can get Tommy out. This. Get Tommy out. Get Tommy out. Get Tommy out. Get Tommy out. Get Tommy out! 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 This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. The fight will go on, and as someone said earlier, we can't do it without finishing with those words of that hero, Donald Trump. We're gonna fight! 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 Until Robinson is released. Let's go to Downing Street.
Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now! The voice is going to
Let him out! Let him out!
Do you want me to take it? I'll give it back to you.
Straight mic.
I'll see it down the street. I can't. Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Now, let me take your house.
Big up, big up, big up, big up.
The best, yeah?
Sorry.
Free Tommy! Tommy!
Huh?
Free Tommy!
I'm a street performer in Covent Garden. Street performer in Covent Garden.
He's sorry and he wanted to...
How long ago that was? That long, man.
That's the battle we're up against.
You too, brother. Take care, yeah? God bless you.
Oh, Tommy! Tommy! Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now!
Where do it all come from? We've got to remember where is it all important. That's part of their war.
Sorry.
Everyone was. And I met people of all colours, creeds and ages yesterday, and it was beautiful. It was, and that's it. And, you know, some people try to make it about race. It's like, no, it's not about race. It's about, are you British or not? Because the Britishness goes beyond the colour of your skin. It's a spiritual thing.
Yeah, a lot better.
Free Tommy now!
I want to cut
Free
today.
Tommy now!
Huh?
I want to cut today.
Free Tommy now!
Cut the profits.
All of it, every day.
I grew up in it.
Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy Robinson!
That's all right, man.
Oh, Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy! Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
Good evening all, my name is Wendell Daniels.
Shame on
and welcome to Street Mate. And we're back live and direct outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street, only a few hours after Tommy Robinson was arrested on terrorism charges. So that's been confirmed. He's been arrested on terrorism charges, and the movement is now beginning. The plans are now being put in place. Let's listen.
Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Let him go! 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 Free Tommy now! 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 Free Tommy now!
We support
Free Tommy now!
We support the police for acting in Manchester.
We respect the police, we support the police, but we don't accept two-tier policing.
Where are you now? Stand up and be counted,
Yes, stand up for all of us.
What they did to your colleague.
Yes.
They threw your colleague under the bus to justify it. They threw your mate that you trained with.
Tommy's not a terrorist. Tommy is not a terrorist. Why have you arrested him? He's not a terrorist. Why have you arrested him? He's not a terrorist. Don't catch the real terrorist. He's not a terrorist. Christ is king. Christ is king. Why have you arrested him? Christ is king. Christ is king. He's not a terrorist. Why have you arrested Tommy? He's not a terrorist. Don't catch the terrorist. He's not a terrorist. Why have you arrested him? He's not a terrorist. You failed to arrest the terrorist. Don't arrest the terrorist. He's not a terrorist. Leave Tommy alone. We want him out. You have not arrested the terrorist. Arrest the terrorist. Tommy is a patriot. He's not a terrorist. Why are you arresting him? Arrest the terrorist in this country. There are many terrorists in this country. You're not arresting them. Keir Starmer, you promised us change. Mr. Keir Starmer, you promised us change. Is this the change? Is this the change? Mr. Keir Starmer said he's going to have equality. He said ethical governance. He told us justice. He knelt down on Black Lives Matter. Why are so many black children missing today? Why are you arresting innocent lives? Why is Tommy arrested? Where's the justice you promised? Mr. Keir Starmer, we want justice today. Let him go. Let him go.
Let him go! 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 Let him go!
It's enough! It's enough now!
Yay!
Enough now!
were here, we were there in Luton. I've seen it from day dot, mate. I've watched it. I've seen everything that you've come through, boy, and I'm telling you, stay strong. You've got a heart of a lion. You did this. You bring everybody out. I'm telling you, mate, I rate you from day dot. Yesterday went down in history because of you, and it will continue to go down in history because of you. 100% rate you, mate. And to you officers, I want to ask you a question here. How do you really feel about your boy being thrown under the bus by them, the establishment, the same ones that are screwing all of us, are screwing all of you too? So why don't you take your badges off and come and stand on this side where you're supposed to be, with the people! For the people! Sorry.
Keir Starmer, let's say Tommy Robinson's name is Talak Mahmood, release him. Just think he's not British, white British, he's a Muslim guy, release him. His name is Talak Mahmood. If he was Talak Mahmood, he should not be behind the bars because he's a patriotic British man. He's trying to save the country from this radicalization.
Yes.
This hate, he's behind the bar. It's the other way around. Free Tommy now because what are you doing? You're digging your own grave.
Yes.
You started digging your own grave today, Keir Starmer. You've done something very, very nasty, something very, very wrong. I don't know why. Are you on the pills or what? But you've done something very, very wrong.
They're all on the tape, they're all on the pay.
Thank you.
So we are now outside of the gates of number 10 Downing Street, and the protests will be coming to... Let's listen.
Tommy Robinson. Hey, Tommy Robinson.
So for those of you who are watching, we're now coming to an end of this live stream. As my name is Wendell Daniel from Street Mike live stream, and I was at Speaker's Corner listening to all those religious bullshit rabble-rousers like this man in front of me. So sir, big up. Did you like that one? Yeah. So we've now come into an end of this emergency protest here outside of the gates of number 10. Yesterday you was, yesterday you was at Trafalgar Square. I was Tommy's photographer yesterday. How you feeling now? How you feeling?
Well, we are winning, and I can say this, we know we're winning because if we weren't winning, then they wouldn't be persecuting Tommy. So we know that we are going to win. And as it said in Spartacus, we are Tommy. If you arrest him, you're going to have to arrest thousands of people that are standing with Tommy today. We are not going to give up. Till death do us part. We are going to stand with Tommy. We are going to believe in what he is saying and what he has done. We thank God for Tommy. May Jesus Christ bless Tommy, and Christ is King.
Big up, man. So, this young lady here, if you step back a bit, it's the first time I've met you. Let's get some good sound.
Sorry.
You think I'm rubbish?
No, I don't think you're
I'm rubbish, you know. So, if you hold my microphone,
yes,
advertise me.
Okay. So, I don't think you're rubbish. Street Mike, live stream. Thank you so much.
No problem. So, are you happy with how everything has gone today?
I'm a concerned citizen, really, because I believe Mr. Keir Starmer knows the law. I'm a concerned citizen.
Citizen? What kind of language is that?
Yeah, I'm a concerned citizen because I've seen the injustice. Arresting a person who is not a terrorist concerns me as a legal migrant, as an ex-Muslim, as a black woman. It really concerns me because he speaks for all of us. He's spreading love. Why is he being arrested? The true terrorists are there on our streets. They're not being arrested. Why is he being arrested? Why is he being criminalized? What's the reason? Mr. Keir Starmer, you know the law. You promised us justice. You promised us change. Where is the change? Let him go, sir. This is peaceful protest. We are requesting you let him go. That's all we are requesting.
But do you believe Keir Starmer, Sir Keir, the former Director of Public Prosecution.
In fact, he's my Member of Parliament, but he refused to meet me. I don't know why. And he talked about diversity and equality, but he's refused to meet me about my case, where my children are being stolen by the state because I spoke about my views. There's freedom of speech. Why have you stolen my children? You talked about diversity and equality. Sorry, go on. I'm very passionate and I'm very upset.
But Tommy has been arrested on terrorism charges. Doesn't it make you wonder specifically what that indictment or the charge will say? You know, what do you reckon he's done in holding a protest down at Trafalgar Square yesterday?
All he did was to unite us, to remind us of great British values, to remind us of the people who have held our hands when we had nothing. The English people were there for us. When we had nothing, the British people were there for us. So he's reminded us of the love of this country. That's all he's done, and that's the crime he's committed.
Can I ask you a dodgy question?
Yes.
All those thousands watching you on YouTube, how comes you are talking about you being a black British woman? You say it's so proud. Tell people why you're proud.
I'm proud to be...
You're laughing at me.
I'm proud to be British. I'm proud to be in this country. It's one of the greatest countries in the world. A handful of vile people want to destroy a beautiful country, and they will not win. They will not win. This is Great Britain, and they will remain Great Britain.
Thank you very much, my darling. I'm now going to speak for some... Big up. I'm now going to talk to some rebels. These are the worst rebels in London. This one here, you and you. Derek first. See, I know you by first name.
Well,
so Derek,
everybody knows Derek.
You're the biggest rebel I know. You rung me today, told me what was going on when I was at Speaker's Corner, because we are regulars at Speaker's Corner, true or not?
Yeah, that's right, and we've seen live at Speaker's Corner, if anybody watches you, what will be going live around our street if you're not part of the Dower gang. You will see.
But let's not talk about the Dower gang. Let's talk specifically about what's going on today. So, Tommy's been arrested on terrorism. I was always under the impression, you know, we have the best criminal justice system on this earth. So when Tommy eventually goes to court, that will mean he will be able to state his case and he will be cleared.
You've heard the phrase, it takes a thief to catch a thief. All heard the phrase, it takes a thief to catch a thief. So for the best criminal minds, which are right over here behind these police officers...
Oh, then the best criminals or criminal minds?
Criminal minds.
What does that mean in English?
They think like the criminals, and
they're not intellects.
They are using their power and position.
But I was
benefit the country.
I was always under the impression, Derek.
And these gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, here,
great officers.
All the time, they never question. They will be saying to their grandchildren, when their grandchildren say, "Granddad, why aren't we allowed out to play? Why can't we do that? Why is there no food on the table?" They will have to sit at their grandchildren and look at them in the eye and say, "Because I only followed orders." Just like the Nuremberg trials.
Yeah, but Derek, you are employed as an employee. Do you not also have to follow orders if not going to sack your rascal? Yes or no?
No, because I told them if I upset them, sack me, they had to turn around and say, "Sorry, you're too good at the job."
But we have the best service in London, in the world.
Until the top went sour. It's not the gentlemen at the bottom, apart from the fact they don't question their orders.
The top's gone sour and it's gone right down into the roots. And if the roots want to regrow and get back what we had, the roots, it's got to come from the bottom. Because if there's one person at the top, and if all these police officers said that is wrong, we're going in the wrong direction, we're not going to do it, the man at the top has no power. And only the fact that the roots keep feeding the top, and the top is absolutely rotten.
So what I'm picking up from you is that you don't like Mark Rowley, you don't like the Prime Minister, you probably don't like the King. Who can we trust?
Tommy.
Big up Tommy. So let's go and now talk to the biggest rebel who was part of Tommy's media team yesterday. And yesterday, when I was on the stage with Tommy, taking all those photographs of him, I was hungry, and this man gave me a sandwich. Thank you very much, sir.
You're all right, Stu. Thank you very much for letting me speak. Listen, he's actually got a very, very good point. When you talk about these police officers that are standing outside Downing Street today, we're talking about officers like John Wedger, a highly decorated police officer, that found out that a lot of these bosses, their superiors, a lot of politicians were grooming, and there were paedophiles in Westminster, the paedophile ring, highly decorated police officer who became a whistleblower. Maggie Oliver, another one for Greater Manchester Police. You look at Tommy's been doing for the grooming gangs in Rochdale 20 years ago. Right? He's been trying to help our children for years and years and years. You're talking about generations and things that have gone past. I am a survivor of historic child abuse. Right? I was placed in a place only about 20 miles away from me called Beecham. All my family were historically abused. I went to the police, they took me back in the Blackbriar and said, little boys like you should shut up. I had carbolic soap put in my mouth, I was scrubbed with squad 4 blood emotions. I was sexually, physically and mentally tortured. Then you turn around and tell these police officers that, oh, we can't do anything about it. We can only bring a charge of actual bodily harm against your perpetrators. It's absolutely disgusting what's going on. I was only doing my job. They're all complicit by uniform alone. They know what's going on in their station. They know what's going on in their changing rooms. They know exactly what's going on. And because their bosses, like Mike Rowling, you've touched on, turn around and say, shut the fuck up. If you don't shut up, we'll take you away from you. We'll take your house, we'll take your children, we'll take your pension away from you. And look at them all complicit.
But is that not an incentive to continue serving?
Yeah, there is that to it, Wardell, but at the end of the day, they're all complicit, mate. But you look what's gone on. Do you know what? We've got 3,000 political prisoners in prison today. You've got 150,000 indecent images seen on electronic devices in the Palace of Westminster. I call it Westmonster. You look at Dolphin Square. I used to cab in London. I know the Elms Guest House. I know Dolphin Square. There's not much you can tell. I cabbed Coos Stark with seeing Prince Andrew. Go down Grosvenor Place and look at the doors outside Buckingham Palace. You tell me if he came out in a diplomatic car. She can remember his 15-number digit credit card. She can remember the number plates from the diplomatic number plates on the cars. She had a photographic memory. She was absolutely brilliant. And what did they do to her? Kangaroo Court, before they built this cage, Theresa May, Kangaroo Court, drugged her up and they put her in Style Prison. From Style Prison, she spent 9 years in prison for speaking out about her abuses.
There's Tommy's van just going by. Thanks a lot. No, Alan. Give me the microphone. Give me the microphone. Microphone.
And I'll shake your hand as well. Thanks, mate. Big up, brother.
Big up.
With respect. Yeah.
So, for those of you who are watching, we are coming to.
Yeah, she speaks to me every day now. Oh, good. She spoke to me earlier on. Oh, good. Can't say too much.
So for those of you who are watching, we are now coming to an end of this live stream. So
We want our justice.
No, eventually, but it doesn't have to be tomorrow, does it? No, that's the original case, isn't it?
The Terrorism Act overrides every other single. It overrides anything else that's going on at the moment.
No, but hold on.
So they can keep it for 2 weeks. And then chuck him back into the normal.
But that's normally. You won't know what the issue is until you've seen the indictment. But I know, that's a holding charge. I'm uneducated.
It goes out in the press, everyone sees that, and it completely discredits the whole thing yesterday.
But it won't do. Stay there. I'm coming back. I'm coming. Were you scared of me for a girl? So, good evening all. My name is Wendell Daniel, and welcome to Street Mike, and we are coming to an end of this live streaming in a few moments. And only 24 hours ago, I was standing with Tommy Robinson as his photographer, not as a live streamer, yesterday at Trafalgar Square. And most of you would have seen me on the stage with Tommy for the whole day, and I was following him around as I was taking still images, black and white and colour. But what I can't believe today is that less than 24 hours after Tommy was arrested, less than 24 hours after the event, he's been arrested. But go back to what was said yesterday. Tommy predicted that he would be arrested. He predicted that he would end up in court, and he predicted that he would be put in prison for the minimum of 2 years. And that is what Tommy Robinson said yesterday. Go back on YouTube, go back on all the stuff we do, and you can find that. So in effect, because he released that documentary film, I don't know, I'm just analysing the facts. After a court order said, no, you can't do, I thought, hold on, when you don't do something like that, you're breaking the rules. So, true or not? But no, that's contempt. If a court says ABC, you got to do it. If you don't do it, it's contempt. But they haven't charged him with contempt. They've charged him, smart bastards, with terrorism. But we don't know what the indictment says because I'm uneducated. I don't know what this means. But we will find out as soon as Tommy appears in court. I'm not an expert on the terrorism legislation, but I've done law. I will be looking at what the Act says, and I will be able to interpret exactly what will be happening once someone is charged. But unfortunately, if Tommy does appear in court tomorrow, I will not be there. You guys know, you only normally see me Mondays to Fridays. No, Saturdays and Sundays is the only time you see me. Monday to Friday, I live stream professionally, doing other things. So unfortunately, tomorrow, I will not be at the court. But I'll be back next Saturday. So I won't be at the court tomorrow, bringing it to you live and direct. But it has been a tremendous day with people. Come next to me, man.
So
let's entertain the people.
Where can we watch this video, this documentary by Tommy Robinson?
So
it's on X.com, isn't it?
I believe
it's on X.com, and if you search for Silenced by Tommy Robinson on X.com, you will see a documentary that will change your whole perception of the judiciary, of the police, of schools, of councils, and it will blow your mind. Watch it.
But you're not going anywhere, yeah? But when you was at the event yesterday.
I was, it was amazing.
Yeah. Give me your assessment of what you saw, felt, heard, everything.
It was 10,000 people.
Hold on. 10,000 where? More than that?
No, well, at least 10,000 people.
Oh,
maybe 15 or 20,000, I don't know. Trafalgar Square, outside the courts of justice. It was amazing. It was a celebration. There was joy. We were so organised. There was no conflict at all. There was a demonstration by Palestinian protesters that went against the rules, tried to block us. The police dealt with it. We walked to Trafalgar Square in a disciplined, organised way. We had hymns, we had songs, we had prayers, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Let's talk about those hymns, songs and prayers, because Tommy, as you know, has been described as a white, right-wing racist. Is that true?
Total.
So Tommy's not a right-wing racist?
He's absolutely not.
He's not a football hooligan?
He's not. There are people from every race that I can imagine there. Absolutely every race. Let me say, I'm a trans woman, and I support Tommy, because the way that we are treating children in school is absolutely abominable. We are sexualising them at a young age, which we should not be doing. I'm middle-aged. I'm nearly 60.
No.
I know.
I thought you was in your 20s.
But I am actually 60. And we shouldn't be doing that. It is abominable. The main thing here is freedom of speech. And that is what really gets me. Tommy is sharing the truth of corruption and lies within the system. And he is in jail. And that is absolutely abominable.
Yesterday, you would have seen Joseph, black man, dressed in the flag, his suit. You remember that, yeah?
I do.
Yeah. Joseph is my friend, yeah? I got him a press pass. When I saw him, I said to Tommy, I want to photograph you two together. But Tommy said, no, bring him on the stage. So, we brought him on the stage, and he got up there with his outfit, with the flag. Describe that moment to you, once you saw that. What was going through your body?
I welled up. I was weeping. I was so emotional about that. And I was weeping on and off during that whole 6 hours yesterday afternoon. It was absolutely amazing. And, I don't know when we're going to do something else. I'm sure there will be another rally coming up. Honestly, go. It's safe. We had people, we had elderly people, we had wheelchairs, we had the young, we had the old, we had all skin colours, all nationalities.
Yeah, that was so brilliant, but we are now coming to a close. I'm going to interview the main man. Excuse me, boss. It's Rich. Come. We're now going to close with Richard. Yeah. So, Richard, we're now coming to a close. Yeah. So, this event was arranged after Tommy was arrested and charged with terrorism. It was all done at the last moment. I was at Speaker's Corner. I was chatting with Bob and I had to interrupt him. Yeah. So we've now come down here. How would you describe today?
Well, I think it's what this event has done and what this protest has done has showed that we can protest peacefully.
Yeah.
We spoke to the police. Police don't want us here. Let's just get it right. The police do not want us here.
Yeah.
We said, look, we're not moving, okay? Because we wanted to make sure that everybody had a voice outside Downing Street, because it's the rats in there that we need to speak to. It's as simple as that. They're the ones that have done this. When someone like Tommy Robinson gets arrested, it's not out of the blue. It's the deep state. It's the Home Office. It's MI5. It's the security services, and the Prime Minister signed off on it. And so what we've done is, look at the group, multicultural, different races, different faces. This is what Britain should be like, right? Yeah. This is what our movement's about, right? And we keep stressing that, but we're still branded as far right. And now Tommy's branded as a terrorist, And I've known him.
It's a label.
It's a label.
But some labels stick, or it takes a long time.
The fact that he's now been charged with terrorism, every time anyone talks about Tommy Robinson, even if he's found not guilty, because they'll probably drag this court case out for hours, right? Yeah. And even if he's found not guilty, we will be still hearing, man accused of terrorism, Tommy Robinson.
Even now, 15 years after the EDL, people still link that with the matured Tommy Robinson in 2024.
Let's be honest, the EDL was a reaction to what was going on the streets. It was a reaction to what they were seeing, and you know Tommy as well as I do, and that wasn't based on race. It was based on an ideology that he was seeing jihadists in his town, and he was seeing all the problems, and he was reacting against that. And in fact, they actually wrote some very mature mission statements to the EDL, because I saw them a few years ago, and they were good. I mean, it was saying we're not anti-Semitic, we're not racist, all that sort of stuff. So, the terrorism thing, I don't know what we do. I don't know what you do with it. It's just, to me, it's a ridiculous trumped-up charge. There are real terrorists out there that really try to kill, civilians, police officers. There's people that would come down here with a machete and chop us all up if they got the chance. And we know where they're coming from, and they're not coming from our side of the argument. And that's, to me, again, this is again costing thousands of pounds for the police's overstretched budget. These guys could be investigating, crimes, but the state has decided to lock Tommy Robinson up for terrorism. There's going to be protests like this forever now. This is going to become a forever movement. It's not going to go away, because the people are going to get more and more stirred up as time goes on, and it's just, it's ridiculous.
I've no doubt you will keep me informed what's going on, because normally Monday to Friday I live stream professionally. But I've got people working for me, so if you ring me, I can get workers.
That's good. That's good. Well, it's a good time, man. So
I'll send this footage to Aidan later on. He can do whatever.
People out at such short notice, and I don't think anyone's in a hurry to go away anytime soon, Wendell. I think we're going to stay here for a little while, so see what happens. I mean, I can't talk anymore because my voice is completely gone.
No, of course, I'm going to be shutting down in a few moments, but I'm going to ring in a minute. Send him the footage. He can do what he wants with it. But keep me informed, And those images I took yesterday are now become so even a billion times more important.
Iconic. I mean, those images yesterday showing Tommy with his family, showing Tommy, just loving that crowd, and you think about the message from that it was love. It was a message of Christian love. That's what came across.
And you know something? When Tommy spoke, about his children, and he spoke about his wife. Don't forget, I got big lens. I got like a 300mm lens stuck in Tommy's face, and I can see the emotions.
Oh, he loves his family. He's a family man. And I mean, I know his wife. I know his kids. His ex-wife. I know his kids. I know his mother, and they are such a lovely family. They're beautiful people, and this is not just an offence to all of us. It's a personal tragedy for Tommy. If they fit him up, and I don't trust the judiciary. We've seen what the judiciary have done to Tommy so many times. I don't trust them. So I think the situation.
Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now! Free Tommy now!
Anyway, sir, thank you very much. And keep me informed. Excellent. Thanks a lot. So you can hear the crowds in the background. Free Tommy now. Free Tommy now. And in a few moments, I'm definitely turning off. I'm going home to my rice and peas, my curry goat, my chicken. I'm going home to some salad. Hey, you, come here.
Here we are, guys, with
Listen, man.
live and direct.
This man's a rubbish journalist. He changed his name the other day. So how you keeping, man?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How's things with you?
Yeah, not too bad. Yesterday, did I not see you at Tom? Hold on, let me do some advertising. Advertising, man. See, I'm good.
Hello.
How many street journalists you know?
Taking over Street Mike today. We're taking over.
So listen.
Tommy.
So tell me more about how you're feeling with the knowledge that Tommy has been arrested.
Well, let's be honest. It seems like a bit of a trumped-up charge, right? How can a man who runs patriot rallies be arrested for terrorism charges? That to me is unfathomable. If they charge him under anything else, I don't know, stealing a Mars bar, using a can of airspray without following the instructions, anything would have made more sense than terrorism. But it is what it is, man.
But he has been charged, and I've never known a man to use such a big word as unfathomable. What that mean? What that mean in English?
Unfathomable.
Yeah, I know English, you know, man. But
it's unbelievable, unrecognizable.
I went to school, you know, man.
It's extreme.
I don't know, extreme. But Tommy is not an extremist. I used to believe he was a right-wing racist, and I told him that.
Yes.
But I've changed my mind, yeah. But, you know, I thought he was going to be arrested based upon what he said yesterday for contempt of court.
That's actually what I thought, yes.
For not
100%
following the instructions of the court in showing the documentary film. But he's been arrested on terrorism charges.
As I said, you know, George Orwell says that in a tyrannical future...
You read?
Sometimes. I read quotes online. He said, in a tyrannical future, simply telling the truth will be an act of terrorism, will be a crime. And if Tommy Robinson has been arrested for terrorism, for simply telling the truth in Britain, then you can see where you are. People, ironically, people like George Orwell are British people who knew what authoritarian societies can be, what can happen under an authoritarian system, how people will say, it is just my job, I was doing what I was ordered. Remember those words, they came out of the 1930s in Germany too. That's the problem. Sometimes those who say they're just doing their job should consider what their job is, and maybe their job isn't worth what they're doing. The crimes that they commit, you will not be exempt of the crimes that you commit by simply professing, I was doing my job. When justice comes, that will not be good enough. Go talk to some Germans who went to The Hague about 80 years ago.
Big up. Anyway, sir, I want to talk to someone. When I chat with him, we get 1 million views. So he's not very well known, this one. So I am definitely closing down now. We've got one of Tommy's friends who's here from America, and every time I interview him, we hit 1 million. Big up. I want some of that money he gets. So we're just waiting, and we will definitely be closing down. We don't know any more detail. Oh, thank you, sir. You can hold that instead. Well, a bit of advertising for me.
You're monopolizing all my time today.
So we're now coming to an end of the emergency protests down here outside of number 10 Downing Street. How would you describe what you've seen today?
You know what, for a flash protest, I think that it was a great turnout. We got a lot of patriots out here who support Tommy Robinson, a lot of people who share the same sentiment in the fight here for the British people. You know, it's going to be a little different next week, though, I think. I think they're going to have a week to organize, and you're going to get people like Lawrence Fox, you're going to get Sargon of Akkad, Carl Benjamin, the great Carl Benjamin. Oh, yeah, the heavyweights. I saw Elon Musk has posted about Tommy Robinson's already. So word is getting out. You know, Jordan Peterson, I'm sure, has already heard about the arrest. So it's going to be a big deal next week. They're going to have a lot more trouble clearing the streets than they're going to have today.
Earlier on, you spoke about when Tommy was in America, he contacted you, and you had the opportunity to travel around with him for a week.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Actually, I was in America, and Tommy was here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we came from America to here to...
Oh, the other way around? I'm sorry, my apologies.
The other way around, yeah. Unfortunately, Tommy's still not allowed in America because we also have a leftist government there as well. But yeah, no, I came over here, and like I said, I've been following Tommy online for 8 to 10 years, and we've communicated online several times, and we decided to come over here and take a trip just to see the sights. We were going to go, you know, Buckingham Palace, do the whole tourist thing. And reached out to Tommy and said, hey, man, we'd like to just come by and meet you and, you know, yada, yada, yada. We came by and gave him a hat. We had dinner. And he said, you know what? We had all these plans to see Stonehenge. We were going to see Buckingham Palace. He says, why don't you just come with me cross country for about a week and just see what I do? And I was like, Stonehenge or a week with Tommy Robinson, which is more exciting? So I chose Tommy. And when I traveled across the country with Tommy, you know, I saw the real Tommy Robinson. I got a chance to see who he really is. You know, the media in this country and pretty much every Western country who knows about Tommy Robinson have painted him as a racist or an Islamophobe for all these years. Well, come to find out, Tommy had some of his best friends growing up were Muslims. Like, really? That doesn't sound very racist to me. When we would walk through the airports, I'd see people of all different colors. Tommy, we support you, Tommy. Matter of fact, one particular individual was a black man and his family. It sticks out in my mind. I'll never forget it. He walked up to Tommy, bumped his fist, said, "Tommy Robinson." Tommy said, "What's up, bruv?" And his little boy said, "Daddy, who was that man?" The man says, "That was Tommy Robinson, son, a man who knows." And so I think that's right. Tommy Robinson is a man who knows, and he's been around for a couple of decades now trying to inform everyone what's really going on about what he knows, you know what I mean? So it's a great story. We traveled across country and we got to see different people who he helps out. One particular family, the family of a young boy named Chris Donald, who was murdered in Scotland, one of the first religiously motivated hate crimes. We went there and we were with his family. They wanted to put on a vigil for Chris to mark the 20th anniversary of his death. The government there in Scotland was not going to let them do that. They heard Tommy was involved, and then they allowed them to do the protest, even though the family at the last minute kind of backed out because they became afraid for their lives. Excuse me. And on the way, a lot of people would contact. It was amazing. A lot of people would contact Tommy out of the blue and say, "Tommy, we need your help. My son or my daughter's gone missing. We don't know what to do, and the government won't help us." And they would call Tommy because they knew Tommy would help them, and he would draw attention to their calls. So it's amazing to me that a guy can put so much of his heart and his passion and soul into helping his country, and then have the leaders of his country, the media, paint him as this terrible, horrible racist and Islamophobe, when it's actually the complete opposite. And people who know Tommy know that these things aren't true. And I've come to know Tommy, and I can tell you, if you look at the crowd here today of people who support Tommy, black, brown, white, they don't care. It's patriots. And that's what Tommy Robinson is about, love of country and patriotism.
All I can say, sir, is thank you very much. When are you actually heading back home?
This week, tomorrow, actually, as a matter of fact, yeah. So
you might delay it for a week.
I've got my own country to save, you know what I mean? So I would love to stay here, and I will come back if I need to.
Biden, before you go back to your own country, let's talk about conspiracy theories here.
Sure.
Some people are off that false belief that Donald Trump, and they've said it to me today, he was either injured by shrapnel or he cut himself. What do you have to say about that rubbish?
That's absolutely incorrect. As a matter of fact, the FBI has now come out and confirmed yesterday that it was, in fact, a bullet that Donald Trump took to the air, not shrapnel or anything like that. So all you haters out there who wanted it to be a little piece of glass or wood, you can pipe down because it's been confirmed it was indeed a bullet now.
But are you happy that the young lady who testified to that whatever committee it was, and she was the director of the Secret Service, she resigned?
Diane Cheadle was her name.
Are you happy she's resigned?
Oh, absolutely. She should have resigned the day it would happen. That is the most lax security we've ever had for a soon-to-be president or potentially soon-to-be president at a presidential campaign rally. The security was. What I would like to know is, how did this shooter, this Thomas Crooks, how did he know the security was going to be so lax that day? Isn't that
questions,
odd?
Isn't it?
Is it just such a coincidence that security was so lax that day, and this shooter just evaded Secret Service and FBI and local police?
See, I've been watching the inquiries.
Yeah.
He had a drone.
Yeah, he had a drone, but we didn't.
How could he have a drone and they did nothing?
Yeah, and they didn't have a drone. Isn't that the oddest thing? How does a 20-year-old get a hold of a drone and fly it over a secure site, supposed secure site, but we don't have our own drones flying over the site?
And he scaled to the roof without a ladder.
And how is it that we had a perch that was supposed to have 3 individuals in it, Secret Service, snipers, whoever, law enforcement, looking at the very roof that sniper was on? And
it was too hot.
Miraculously, all 3 of those people left their positions while this shooter was climbing on the roof. They had a perfect shot at him. It was a perfect target.
I hear you, but are you looking forward to Donald?
Absolutely.
It being in contest with...
Oh, absolutely. It's not going to be a contest, and we'll say Kamala Harris for now, but it's highly unlikely, if you ask me, given her poll numbers now, the fact that she's getting a bump right now, that they always get a soft little bump right after the nomination or right after she was chosen. She was really not even chosen by the people. 14 million people voted for Biden, and they just installed Kamala Harris instead of Biden. And so her numbers where they are right now, Trump's still ahead of her in the polls, and that's because she's got this bump. But it's going to flatten out here in a week or two, and we're going to see what she's really made of. And I can tell you this, if her poll numbers still look the same by the time the DNC convention comes around, they're probably going to have a contested convention, and we're going to see a different VP candidate.
I must admit, it is my intention to be in America during that week. And I hope it's going to be great.
Well, why don't you come by and let me know where you're going to be.